Yeah, and then the kiddo decided to have me run them everywhere today.
Nice.
That
You love to hear it.
sounds exhausting.
Me, I have to be back at a certain time. Them, so anyways, it's that time. We're coming, I swear.
That's the way it goes.
Nice.
Look, I'm ready to roll my human
Mhm.
and fail and get 1%. Let's go.
All right.
My number one goal in this game is to
Nice.
slowly climb up the human ladder.
What is human currently at for you?
It is. Where are you, human? 24. We started at 10.
Okay.
I want to remind you.
You know what's funnier than 24?
That's big.
25.
Nice.
It will be when I get that 1%. Unless I do like I did last game. I actually rolled that 3%. Using up all my good luck on that.
Nice.
Oh, speaking of good
Nice.
luck.
Yeah, so we ready to go more or less?
Roger, Roger.
Yeah.
The launch?
The
I
stream's
see everybody's
launched.
in
Ready to
Foundry.
roll.
Yeah, yeah. I'm in.
Nice.
You know I'm in. I'm the hacker.
Yeah. Well, when do you hack something then?
Shh.
Ooh.
Be very quiet, Dad.
Shots fired.
Typing. Yeah.
Sweet. Well, before recapping, or maybe after recapping. No, we'll do before recapping. I was thinking about checking in to see where people are thinking about with their agents.
Oh
You
yeah, yeah.
stepped foot into the big scary house,
Mhm.
um, and a few weird things happened. Maybe more weird things for some people than others, but just kind of curious to see, like what was their reaction to the experience after escaping from the media. Maybe they had some time to process it, um, and or some scale questions like how confident are they that the house is a threat or not a threat, and uh, the other kind of mission objective, like did Donnelly kill himself, or what was the cause of death, kind of thing.
Hmm.
Um, all 3 points you can respond to, I guess, whatever you feel comfortable with, or one at a time, however
Are,
y'all
are
want
we
to do
are
it.
we rolling for order?
Yeah, let's roll dice. Um,
Yeah.
roll your um, let's do it proper. Roll your dexterity,
Oh.
Dexterity.
Ooh.
and this will just be like an imposed dexterity check against all of you.
Okay.
So highest success will win. Crit will beat a regular success, though. Ooh, trigger sliding in. Okay. So Trigger, Townsend, Toff, and then Tibbs is the order.
Okay.
Failure. Goddamn.
Ooh, get dunked.
I'm getting them out of the way early.
So, first one was how does Trigger feel about the house?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I think Trigger knows something's wrong. Uh, I think he feels a lot like I do, and he's not sure what to do about it yet. He doesn't really have
Mm-hmm.
anywhere to aim for a target. He knows that something's up though. And the other two were
Mm-hmm.
scales of 1 to 10. How haunted is it?
Is it a threat? Is
Is
the
it a
house a
threat?
threat?
Is the house a threat? I think he
Yeah.
sees it somewhere between a 6 and a 7 because I got to keep in mind that Trigger did not see those scenes with Townsend going insane with the doll, uh,
Mm-hmm.
and I imagine we've had time to talk about that in game yet. So probably 6.5. Like it's steadily on the rise. It's
Okay.
like becoming more of a threat as he deals with it.
Mm-hmm.
What was the
The
last
more
one?
he sees that's weird, the more threatening it seems.
Yes, yes. And whether or not
Last question
the
was how
suicide.
confident.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
10 definitely a suicide, 1 not a suicide.
I think he's about a 3 to a 2 on that one. Somewhere
Mm-hmm.
in that range, because he's feeling more and more like the house has had some kind of persuasive influence over people. At least that's what it seems
Mm-hmm.
from notes from even from Donnelly's own journal.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of where we're at the moment. So we're on the steady sliding scale, going that route.
Gotcha. Yeah, so the more Trigger is convinced that the house is a threat, the more likely also that the house is responsible for Donnelly's death.
Yeah,
Does that
yeah,
kind of summarize
yeah.
it?
I think I initially
And right now it's like
felt maybe it
6, 7.
was like the witch.
Yeah.
I forgot her name. Adele something.
Mm-hmm.
Divitello.
DiVitello. Yeah.
I think that was the
Mm-hmm.
initial suspect, but now he's kind of wondering if it's not more than that. So.
Gotcha. Okay, cool.
Mhm.
Very good, sir. Who is next? Townsend? Townsend. Townsend has a lot
Oh
to
shit! We
say
don't
on
have
the subject.
any. We don't have
Uh,
any
Um,
I,
music.
I
Playing.
mean, like,
perhaps.
uh, uh, how I feel about the house. I think like, why this moment? Since I don't know the other story with the kid in the bathtub. Uh, I mean, Townsend is probably felt her like mind a little bit slipping from reading the book in the first place after a while.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's like she's not quite sure if it's really haunted or she just had like a little bit the trick of a bite because she also isn't sure if the bite could be an animal bite. Maybe she saw things or not.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Okay.
if the house is a problem, 50-50. Not quite sure
Okay.
if the house itself is the problem or from what I've gathered from the book, if there is like if it's a outside force and the house itself is just like so to say the like conduit or vessel they use for
Mm-hmm.
whatever
Mm-hmm.
they are doing.
Mm-hmm.
And oh god, what was
Gotcha. Okay, cool. Very good.
yeah, what was the last thing?
Donnelly.
Suicide or
Oh
not?
yeah,
Did Donnelly kill himself?
Donnelly.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty sure he did not kill himself. I think the whatever it is, if it's either the house itself or like whatever cult or coven or whatever behind
Mm-hmm.
it, killed him. But pretty sure it was
Yeah.
not a suicide.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Alright, sounds good. Who was next? Toph?
Yep, so Toph on the house is probably about a 5. She knows there's something there, but she doesn't know if it's an actual threat. So she's kind of in the middle.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
But there's definitely something because she saw the handprint and the noise in the room.
Mm-hmm.
Confidence about Donnelly, I'd give it about a 2 or a 3. Like, she's pretty sure there's something else at play, whether it's the house or it's
Mm-hmm.
the cult stuff that we have found so far.
Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. Cool. And then yeah, I think that's it. So 50-50, kind of like more Townsend stance.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, very similar to Townsend's stance on both items. It sounds like.
Interesting. Interesting.
So, cool. Okay, and then Tibbs.
It's crazy that they're all almost identical to. I think they are identical to Tibbs' point of view, where House is a 5, not convinced. that the house itself is responsible,
Damn.
but there is something going on there for the house being a threat.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, there's something going on here, but I need evidence. As for Donnelly, like, yep,
I
he
respect
did
you, sir.
not kill himself. There are 18 bodies. Not one single homeowner has walked away without a casualty. Like, something's going on. I just can't prove it,
Yeah.
but
Yep.
not a suicide.
Nice. Cool. All right.
I
Very
guess
good.
Trigger's
very
got
good
more,
agents.
more gut feeling about it than others. Others are still waiting to see.
Yeah.
I need my evidence.
Yeah. Makes sense. You know, Tibbs is an outsider. This is his first Delta Green mission, as far as anybody knows. Yeah, and Trigger Townsend and Toph, y'all are probably like as veteran as most agents get. Like maybe you imagine it's not really a long-lived kind of job or something, but
Yeah.
anyways. Sweet. I do have this second kind of set of questions, but I don't know if we want to how spicy we want to get tonight
Ooh.
in terms of how much kind of like relationships, you know, like how do they see themselves with the team? Like, do they still kind of see themselves as like outsiders?
Between the agents.
Just kind of
yeah.
like getting together for these things. Yeah. I'm imagining like also like an edge running, because this is like I've been thinking about CPR. Cyberpunk Red.
We're chipping in.
You know, like are they actually homies, or do they like just get together for jobs and you know that's it?
Mm-hmm.
But kind of I think the more interesting / relevant one is like how much do they trust the other team members? I don't know. I just thought it'd be a spicy question to explore. You can
I
respond
think
to it however you want.
Trigger definitely has a level of trust with Townsend and Toph, having done a few operas with them at this point. Tibbs has done well, but I think until he's spent more time with Tibbs, he's sort of afraid to open up with him more. Because I mean, this is the first time he's had a new agent thrown into the mix. He thought it was gonna be the same
Open
team.
your heart.
So, yeah. So I think there's a good level of trust. I mean, if you
Yeah.
want me to put like a scale of 10, I think Tibbs is probably still at the 5. It's 50-50. Toph and Townsend's probably 7. Solid. He's got solid trust.
Okay.
This
Yeah, I
is,
feel like up to this point, Tibbs has been. Oh, go ahead.
No, you go ahead first.
Yeah, Tibbs has been good,
No, you go.
but it's just not been enough time for Trigger to have felt like there's a connection yet. You know that I haven't seen enough of
Yeah.
how he acts to see if I can truly trust him yet.
They weren't fast friends like like Taboo.
Taboo immediately in the car, yeah.
What'd you think of Toph?
I was gonna say, so this is where Toph is actually wildly different.
Ooh.
So when it comes to like trusting on a scale, I'd put Trigger at like a 7. We've done stuff together. I know that we've tried to solve the situations together.
Yeah.
Tibbs being new, it's a 5. You know, I gotta get the feel. He's the new blood. Townsend's a 4.
Ooh.
Because right now Toph
Ooh.
is scared
Yep.
of Townsend because of
say.
what she knows.
That psychotherapy coming in for you, yeah. Makes sense. Makes
So-
sense.
So that's where she's sitting.
Awesome, perfect. Townsend, what you thinking?
How's Townsend feeling?
Now
about
that
the
you've been betrayed. Jerry Springer now.
Jerry.
I would say there is like, well, of course, like a higher trust level with Trigger and Toph. So I would say like, I would say Toph is like 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 a 7 because she seems the most professional so far. I mean, she also thinks that Trigger is pretty not Trigger, Tips is pretty professional too, but like he's new, so it's like on a neutral ground. So yeah, like a 5. And she
fears Trigger.
she
Women
fears
fear me.
Trigger.
Women fear me.
Um,
That's crazy.
I mean, she did see me give the kid up to the aliens, so maybe that colors her experience, you know?
yeah, it's like she trusts she trusts Trigger, but it's like he how do I say that? It's like also, it's also more it also leans more to a 5. It's more like I don't know, maybe the like he somehow doesn't like seems too professional to her in regards to what they do.
I could see it being like maybe like
So
he's
maybe
too,
a
he's too
little
much of a
bit of a
loose
loose
cannon.
cannon.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah.
he's the loose cannon. You don't know if you can trust him, but he's got good intentions, kind of thing.
Yes.
Like he's made hard decisions, and like you may at some point end up being the hard decision that he makes. Maybe.
But
Awesome.
maybe like everything is like I would say like everything is like a point down from like last mission, not because like she thinks the others got more unreliable, but like after like she had her mental breakdown with the hack, she is like, okay, she had a mental breakdown, but she's like 160 and weighs like 80 pounds. What happens if one of the other one gets violent or something like that?
I see. A fragile thing.
More like she isn't really dangerous if she gets violent, but what happens if one of the other one gets violent?
Yeah. True. Yeah. All right. So, would anyone like to take a stab at the recap to explain why our agents feel this way about this house and the people they're working with?
I'm gonna say not me because I did it last time.
If I remember correctly, we exhausted most of our leads, if not all of them. We finally Toph persuaded a realtor to finally let us into the house.
Yeah, you got that good crit persuade, I think.
Yeah.
Someone did. I think.
So, as we were searching throughout the house, I think if I remember it, it was the master bedroom. It was Toph and Trigger basically got nauseous from something, and they're not sure what, and their vision got extremely blurred. And then as we all took turns searching and looking around the house for anything, where Townsend was checking out the room because of the journal she had, and then Tibbs and Trigger were also in the bathroom, or near the bathroom, when all of a sudden they heard the tub fill, and I can't remember if I want to say it was Trigger that tried to undrain it.
Backwards.
It was Tibbs?
Yep.
So Tibbs tried to undrain the bathtub and felt something.
Yeah, this was Tibbs' first encounter with the actual unknown.
Yep. And then, as we were scoping around, I believe, if I remember right, it was a news van got us as we were going out back looking around the house. And that is kind of where it all stopped.
Don't forget, trigger Sasquatch turnaround.
Yeah, the Sasquatch show. And don't forget, we sent on
Oh yeah,
God's
and
wildest loose cannon on a mission that we're not sure is
Right.
going to go.
we have Yoru as a certified simi agent.
We
Oh,
gave
he
him like a
says-
little sheriff's badge. It was like, here, you're a part of the team now, Yarrow.
He says to meet us so we can bug him, and then
Yep.
send him out.
Yeah.
That's gonna be insane.
The Yarrow, that we're expecting the Yarrow situation. We're expecting the forensics back from Buffington on the bowl.
Mhm.
I think
Yep.
that pretty much covers
Yep.
everything we
Oh. Doesn't Townsend have a date with that one guy from the records?
did. The guy who's onto her OnlyFans now.
What?
Yeah.
When did the date thing
I
came?
don't recall that.
That was crazy.
Look, you can cancel on him anytime, Ty. You don't
Think,
have to. Go. You don't have to go.
You don't have to go.
I think
we
that's
got the
a scene
information.
that played out in Taboo's mind as he's sitting in his jail cell. He's imagining.
Those
Yeah,
crazy
anyways.
kids.
Sweet, yeah, pretty solid, very good. You do have more leads available, perhaps, than you imagine. There were some survivors that you, I think, found out about.
Right,
That you could possibly try and track down. The Tourays in Canada.
Did we not call
I
it?
don't remember who all exactly.
we called the ones
I
in
don't think we did.
Colorado,
Oh, it was the one in Colorado that we called, not the tourists.
and we
Mhm.
Yep.
haven't contacted Tourette's. We did talk to the lady that lives in this city, Meadowbrook.
Which
Mhm.
Her husband killed himself in the house. I think he shot himself in the face or something.
yeah,
The
she was the one
paralegal.
who
Yeah.
got us
It was
the
you and
info
Tom.
about the thing that Yarrow's supposed to be getting. The letter from her husband.
Yes.
Mhm. Yup.
Okay.
Yeah, she was like, the news beat you guys to it. I gave up this letter that her husband wrote. She gave you a little bit of a description, but it'd be nice to see the real deal.
Yeah,
To
exactly.
be able to analyze it, perhaps, yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, sweet. Yeah, okay. I think that's pretty solid then. So yeah, I mean, it seems like this little news van kind of catching some B footage of the house might have gotten a clip of you guys as you were exiting, but yeah, who knows? Minus the Sasquatch.
Yeah, the Sasquatch turnaround. They couldn't tell though. I got the big
Turnaround.
hat on.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But yeah, so where would you all like to go? Or, like, what scene should we pick this up at?
Ooh. We're still on
Maybe option
Wednesday.
1 is like. Mhm.
Yeah.
Option 1 could be like immediately after you all get back to your car. And maybe you want to talk about some things or whatever. Option 2 maybe is following up with Yarrow.
Mm-hmm.
And getting his thing done or on the way. Option 3 could be we imagine Ty has finished reading her sections of the journal and maybe would like to share something about that or whatever. Y'all can like debrief back at the motel or something.
Well, it's gonna be 5 p.m. Like Yarrow stuff will have to happen the next day, right? We will have to meet him up and then get him to do this operation for us the next day.
Yeah, because we gotta wire him up and do all that.
So we should probably head back to our base.
Yeah, that's fine by me.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
Right, cool. So yeah, you roll on back up. Perhaps it's a quiet ride as people are thinking about their experiences. You roll up on the whatever motel you booked.
Sleep in.
Sleep in.
In my brain, I thought of the Western, the one that's not the best Western, but I'm like, oh yeah, that's not ours. That's a different one altogether.
Yeah, you got your keys. Y'all meeting in somebody's room or something? I don't know. Take it away.
We'll head into the end room, which is I think is the guy's room.
Mhm.
Unlock it, pop in, grab a drink, and sit down.
Fry up some pizza rolls, huh?
Oh, if Tibbs is starting, Trigger will definitely look over and be like, "Oh yeah, make me some, dude. Make me some."
Make me some.
Where do we go from here?
You try to call those people.
Well, let's talk about that tub.
What happened with the tub?
I'm starting to believe that place is haunted. And I don't believe in that. But now I do.
I don't believe in ghosts, but I think that was our ghost.
But I think I felt a ghost leg.
I felt I felt something that wasn't there. And
Something
Trigger
you can't
saw
explain.
something
Yeah.
that wasn't there. Because I didn't see what you saw.
And I don't know if you heard the water, but I heard the water as well.
I did not hear the water.
I saw the wet handprint out front.
As
So
far
I
as we can
definitely
tell,
think
there was
something's going there.
no gas leak either, so that
No, I
kinda
checked the
rules that
kitchen.
out. Yeah. Hmm.
And the house burns. I did a test. Just to make sure.
Wait, what? The house burns.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was something in Donnelly's notes where he wasn't too sure. So like, let me test that out just to get that crazy idea out of the way.
What do you think? The house is alive?
No.
Monster house situation.
I think Donnelly was off the deep end.
Did you think he went crazy?
I mean, whatever was in that tub didn't try to get us.
Crazy or not, I don't think he did it to himself. I don't think he offed himself.
No, I agree with that. I don't think he did it himself either.
I think if he had done it to himself, it wouldn't have been that clean a cut from what I remember. That would have been a messy thing.
Typically, yeah. It would be really hard to make a clean cut by yourself.
Do we think fire would solve this situation? If we burn down the house, will it fix the problem?
Well, that is the question. Well, what is the problem? That we know something's up. Too many people have died in that house. But what is the problem? Townsend looks like she's restless. We're all gonna turn towards her. I hope. Like what?
Huh? Yeah. When you sigh, you you got some
I'm
ideas,
not.
Townsend?
I'm not quite sure if the house itself is the problem, and I mean, uh, from what I got from those journals, there is some type of cult or maybe covenant work here that that held regular rituals in there. Lots of animal blood and stuff like that. Nothing of human sacrifice was mentioned in there, but here here's the thing.
Yo, Wavy,
Like
what's
the
good?
last chapter says that Miss oh, fuck, what was her name?
The
Wheeler?
Wheeler or
Wheeler,
DiVitello? Yeah.
that they made Miss Wheeler an offer she refused. She died. She didn't get killed. Apparently, she died in peace. But there was a room built specifically in this house to hold the rituals. I didn't find anything yet, and I would love to have a closer look when we are alone without someone around.
Mm.
And also, I got instructions for a ritual.
A
I'm
ritual.
not sure what it does, but I could technically get to the point to recreate it, or someone else could.
Do we want to do that if we don't know what it does? That seems unwise.
That, that's the question. If I myself wanna do that,
Do we know anything
Oh,
about the rituals that they were doing?
it from
so
what I
maybe
get. Oh,
oh, go ahead. Go ahead, Ty.
from what I get from the book, the rituals they were doing, there was nothing else really in the journal saying what the rituals did, except that they made Miss Wheeler healthy again. Since at least since Adele showed up and held those rituals around the house.
Hmm.
But Miss Wheeler herself was pretty sure when she was offered something, and she refused the offer because, and I quote, "I sensed that the price of such power would be my very souls," and they were mentioning someone called the Dark Man.
Hmm.
So I don't know if the ritual is a good idea, especially if we do them ourselves. We can someone else to get, I don't know, summon a deadite in there or whatever it does.
Maybe it summons the Dark Man, but I don't know that we want to do
We have to find a way to summon the Dayman.
that. To take him out.
Mm-hmm. So I will offer just like a quick clarifier for Ty. Maybe I should just message it. Maybe I should tell everybody. I don't know.
Ooh.
Um,
Yeah, message time. Let's see how that goes. Secrets. They're keeping secrets.
I'll message. I'll message
Hmm?
Ty. So you would know kind of what these rituals are capable of doing.
Oh, okay.
But so and then in addition to this, like just a mechanical note, if you want to learn the rituals, it will be another sand test or it may just be a
Ooh.
sand loss. I don't know. But that is something that you can do. So yeah, I'll tell you what the rituals are, and then you can decide, like is it worth learning them, or is it worth maybe like sharing the load and maybe somebody else learns them or whatever. But anyways,
Uh, okay. Yeah, I kind of assumed, I don't know at least what they really do right now, because it is written in Italian, which I don't speak. I would have to get a translation of that.
mm-hmm. So yeah, y'all banter amongst yourselves while I think about this message.
Okay. Well, Tibbs is gonna look towards both Toph and Trigger and say, "Are you understanding what Townsend is saying?" Because it sounds completely mad.
What do you mean? Lots of people summoned the devils in the past.
I mean, with some of the stuff I've seen, it can be believable.
It's not
But
an
we just
uncommon story, I think, but
that's true too.
the
People have practiced stuff like this forever.
I think the reality of it is whether or not it's real. And it seems like Tibbs doesn't think it's real, for the most part.
Uh, oh, okay. So, turn back time. I'm gonna say what the rituals are about.
You're gonna force sanity loss on this.
Hell yeah.
Uh, I mean, I mean, if you didn't get a sanity debuff for knowing that the Darkman exists, I don't think that those should give sanity debuff. So I gonna go and Drew can decide what he's gonna do with you.
Let me look
Okay.
at my bonds. Hang on. All right, go ahead.
Look at my preemptive strike.
Never on my girlfriend. She stays at 11.
She's too pure.
Oh, okay. We get we have two rituals. I found two rituals in the book. One is
Okay.
short. Is a longer ritual, and one is a shorter. The longer one summons the Dark Man and consecrates the house for his arrival, and the shorter one banishes the Dark Man and purifies the house again.
One of those sounds like a better option than the other one. What do we know about the Dark Man?
Nothing, just that he exists, and that he has to do with Miss Divitello and her cult.
Hmm.
But there is now that I know that there is Miss Miss Wheeler wrote that she still feels a lingering presence, which to me really much sounds like that the house was never purified after Miss Adela fucking hell Divitello
Divitello.
left.
Yeah. Dio. Hmm.
Which means we have two options. We can try to just banish the Darkman, we purify the house and be done with that. Or we summon him, find out about his cult, which could be a problem in other areas, and then banish him.
Or we banish him and let the agency handle the other.
We are the agency.
Listen, we're only tasked with this area. Think of the hag running out there in Dark Brandon.
Dark Brandon and a hag.
Think about it. We got a chance to not have a Dark Brandon and Marlene the Hag on our hands. Maybe we actually get rid of the thing this time.
Mhm.
Okay, but think about it on the other side. If we just banish him here, and there could be if magic, there's magic in play, the cult could be aware that we did it. So if we
Sure.
know nothing about them, that could be a problem for the future.
Sounds like a problem for a different cell.
Is there any way to learn more about this Dark Man that you're aware of, Townsend?
Uh, it's the first time in my life I ever heard about the Dark Man, or I mean, I guess, I guess it's uh, fuck, how do I pronounce that? Luo Monero, which would probably be more like, since it's like from Italian family, the official name.
Yeah, I imagine it's like the Italian for dark man.
Okay,
Probably.
so it's not like a official creature or entity name. It's just like they call it the Dark Man as a
Mm-hmm.
description. Okay.
There's always the
Yeah.
option of trying to track down and find Divatello's descendants. I don't think Divatello would still be alive.
I don't know. She brought back she brought back Miss Wheeler. Well, like not from the dead, but like
From a health
healed an
point.
uncurable disease. If she is like the leader of that, whatever it is, who knows what abilities else she got to prolong her own life.
Mm, true. And she may not be the one you want to talk to about the Dark Man if they worship the Dark Man and we're trying to
I'm about
expel the
90%
Dark Man. They might not be happy about that.
I'm about 90% sure if she or her descendants know about us, we're fucking dead.
No, 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 no. Maybe.
Maybe.
I imagine Tim's over there like, what the fuck are they talking about?
Tim is furiously writing notes, and he has some questions. Don't you worry. Like first question he would have is, they've only performed this ritual once in that journal you were reading.
I mean, it was never specified which rituals they
Performed?
performed all the time, but they did a huge, like a big ritual with many people and apparently lots of blood at every new moon. 1 second.
New moon.
Mm-hmm.
New moon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh,
New Moon's on the 18th. Today's
Yep.
the 14th.
we're on Wednesday.
You lied to me. There is a timer on this mission. No!
With that information now, that changes a lot.
Yeah, because we won't get forensic information until Monday the 19th. That does not help.
Yes, but we might
if
have to
we
look
don't-
at the dates.
If we don't live in the house, because like I don't know. It would take me a long time to learn the ritual.
No, we need to hit a library.
In
Or just
quotation mark
internet.
out of character, it will take weeks to study and commit to memory.
Trigger, you're really good with computers, correct?
Yeah. Do you want me to start researching what I can about the Dark Man?
No. Let's look up, because we have the name of the people that have died.
Mm-hmm.
We probably have dates.
I have a
See if that
girlfriend.
correlates. If it correlates with the new moon. That is the craziest shit you just told me. That is the But see if these deaths correlate with new moon
Yeah.
activity. You know, maybe an
A
almanac.
quick Google search.
For the calendar and all that, yeah.
Yeah. Quick Google search confirms. Like you look up. I don't know which way do you work from back to front or front to back. Doesn't matter, I suppose.
Probably
but
would start
you
with
check the
dominant,
first
but yeah.
one, sure enough. The new moon. You check the second one, new moon. Check the third one. Yep, that's also a new moon. So yeah, it seems to confirm your hypotheses.
Trigger nods and says, yeah, that checks out. It looks like that's exactly the case.
All right. So there's and this requires people to perform. There is a group at play then.
Yeah. From what Townsend's saying, it sounds like there's a group that does it, at least.
I mean,
How big is the group? I don't know.
But they're in this town.
Here's the thing though. If a group has to be like, it happens every new moon, but like it sounds to me, it's probably also both happen at new moon. So the repurification and the summoning, which means it could just be that there's a lingering presence here because it got never repurified. It could also be like a cult meeting, but I think the survivors would know about that if they were. Yeah.
Only if they were part of the cult, maybe.
I mean, it's lots of people in one little room, and they make a lot of sound. and smell. They burn herbs, kill animals, the stuff.
Yeah.
So it could also just be a lingering presence still there. That's why I need time in the room. If I can see some kind of like ritual act, I couldn't find any sign of like a cultural or like that the ritual has been performed recently.
Well, it wouldn't have been recent because we're pretty close to a new moon now. And if it has to be on a new moon, then it would have been pretty old.
Oh,
It would have had to have been on the 20th of May
I mean it,
at
does
most
involve a
recent.
lot of blood and stuff, and I didn't. I mean, yeah.
But there are things that don't add up.
What do you mean?
Did I find out how the blood is used? Do they just like put it in a bowl, or do they like smear stuff against the walls and the floor, or something like that?
I think to know that detail, you'll have to learn the ritual,
Okay,
or someone will have to learn the ritual.
I'm ready to become Agent Ryan.
so yeah, I didn't find any recent activity, but I'm not quite sure myself how the ritual plays out at the moment.
Hmm.
One thing that Townsend would know or would have read is like the span at which these rituals took place, like in the period from I can't quite remember, but like from the 1920s to the 1940s or 60s or something, like over quite a long period of time, at least 20 years. Um, they conducted, they would have conducted these rituals.
Uh, yeah, from 1926 till 1955.
hmm and then after that, there doesn't seem to be mention of like these rituals continuing to be conducted or whatever. At least in her diary, I think.
Yeah, like Adele and her family left in 1955 after she refused the offer they made her. Like the next day, so they departed on the 13th of July 1955.
Hmm. Well, if they departed, does that not mean that the cult's gone?
Hmm.
And maybe that because they didn't purify the thing, the house still has whatever presence is there.
I'm, I mean, that's a question, right? Because Miss Wheeler died of old age, apparently peacefully, which means it didn't go after her specifically. It just started again after she died.
Do we know if she died on a new moon?
No, there's no mention of her. I mean, don't we have a maybe? No, well, we don't have her death date in the journal.
We might, and the. Let me check my notes for the articles we read.
Hmm.
I think you did see an article about her death. It would have been like one of the later ones that you
Oh,
read.
oh yeah, true.
Passing of Isabel mourned 15th of August, 1956.
Someone can do a Google search on that one. I don't know if it was enumerate or not.
Okay. Copy. Hey John, you want to RP as a trigger
As trigger, sure.
with the Google search?
What date was it?
15th of August, 1956. That's at least when the article was printed.
We're looking for
If
the
not, we
moon
would have to.
phase.
Just out of curiosity, if that also.
It says
Waxing
waxing
gibbous.
gibbous.
Yeah.
Okay, so she did escape. She escaped.
That would have been slightly after a full. That makes it even more curious with Donnelly then. If Donnelly wasn't part of the ritual,
He had to have caught on. And they had to
is
have
someone
caught wind.
performing the ritual?
That's what we have to find out. Is somebody performing it? Because the gas leak incident. Husband came home.
You don't think the lady that owns the table, you don't think Harrison, I think was her name? Do you think she's involved somehow?
You think the neighbors are performing the ritual?
Maybe.
How do we go? How do
we go about like finding out who's into this ritual and who's not?
There are ways, but
I don't like any of them. That's correct.
It's not even just that. It's if we get caught, because the neighbors are very aware when we're in the neighborhood, so we can't break in without them noticing. Like, hey, look, they're back.
Couldn't we fly your drone over the night to see if anybody goes in and out of the house?
During the new moon? I mean, during the
I mean, yeah, I guess.
New moon would be hard though because you won't have any light.
I'm thinking more getting her out of her house, somebody checking her house, searching it. Outside of the bowl. The knife. The book.
I mean, there has to be someone in the house, like there's like a room in there specifically built to conduct a ritual.
Well, we know what we're looking for now.
Well, if it's one person, we can confront them the night of and stop them. If it's a group, we can also do that, but that's a little bit more delicate.
Yeah.
We have a good chance of getting hurt. So, worst case scenario, we can confront them the night of. We don't know what that'll bring. But we did get some shotguns. If it comes to that. Hopefully it won't come to that. Hopefully we won't need to do anything drastic. Would there be any record of where the Divatellos went that we could search?
Nope. Well, not not mentioned in the journal. At least it just said they left with the rest of her in quotation marks family.
And they looked into it also when in the county records. There was nothing about them.
Okay.
Outside of those newspaper articles.
Yeah. If they had any records like that, they'd probably want to have them expunged anyways.
So how do we go about proving that the I guess this dark man is not the one as crazy as that is doing this, or if it is people doing this to communicate with it? What do we need as evidence?
What do we need for our spooky Saturday?
Because if we wait till the last minute, like we just wait out the clock, 3 days? That might be too late to act.
Yeah.
Let alone if we have to cleanse it.
Well, part of the problem is if we have to cleanse it, we need to know when and how,
Yeah. When, how?
which would require
Learning
leaning
it.
on Townsend some more for that. And I don't know how much time she needs for that.
Well, Townsend?
For the short ritual. I believe it was the short ritual.
Mm-hmm. I will inform you that learning the smaller ritual will take hours to do.
Okay, so that's not that bad in comparison.
Yep.
Not
And
that-
anybody can do it.
Anybody?
So that's the question: who's gonna do it then?
Well, I have a plan for that, but
Sure.
yeah, well,
Make
want
Yarrow
Yarrow?
do it?
yeah.
Trigger is rubbing his forehead just like I am in real life right now.
Listen,
The fedora
It's-
is off right now. There's no hat.
uh,
Only
li-
sweat.
listen, listen. It's it's perfect. He can do it. He would be willing to do it, and he already is like known as like some kind of paranormal writer slash investigator. So if he gets caught by someone else, it wouldn't be like that strange for him to try it out.
Making a point.
What if we spoke to the realtor again?
Okay.
What if we grease his palm? What if we grease his palm and say, the real reason we're looking at this house is because we wanted to do a paranormal show on it. We'll pay you to let us stay the night at the house. We won't do anything to, like, mess up the house. But we'll treat it as like a, survive the night in this haunted place kind of situation. We can potentially look into doing the ritual then. Or if you need more time to look in the house, we could do that way. But that would get rid of some of the suspicion, at least from that point of view. We would still have to deal with the neighbors, though. I don't know a good way to get rid of them.
No, maybe that's it might be in our favor. We gotta see if we can pretty much set up surveillance to keep an eye on the neighbors from the house, right? See if anybody takes interest in our activity.
That's true too. Any extra activity or extra attention that we get would be more noticeable. You think?
Wait, who? Out of character, was it Toph and Trigger? Or Trigger and Townsend when he told that lady about the YouTube?
It was Toph, I think. Yeah, Toph was the camera.
That was me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, because I was like, I don't think Tibbs knows that, or else he'd be like, he would have brought it up, but no, he doesn't know it. He doesn't know that.
Yeah. If we go that route, we may want to attempt to look the part a bit, and this may help come into play with some prior promises I've made. And Trigger would tell you exactly what I told that lady about being part of a paranormal show and all that thing about getting an interview with her. So getting a cheap camera that we could do like a YouTube film or a phone camera or something like that.
Now Tibbs is rubbing the side of his head as if he has a migraine hearing that.
Hey, it got us what we needed.
No, the results speak for themselves, but holy shit. So we are meeting with Yarrow today. I guess. Do we have him meet us here
Today or
at the
tomorrow?
end?
Because it's almost 6 p.m.
Yeah, it's almost 6 p.m., but we have to prepare him for tomorrow. We might as well throw out that crazy. Make plans for this. If he's gonna learn the ritual, correct?
Is he gonna perform the ritual?
That's what Townsend suggested.
Oh my god.
And I would hope it is the short ritual only. We need to get him access to only to that.
Just photocopy that part of the book.
Photocopy, transcribe, anything, so he doesn't see the rest.
We could take pictures of it.
Yes.
Just look particularly at those, and then maybe using some like phone software or something on my laptop, I could blur out this, any extra bits he doesn't need to see.
So here's the question then. Are we dead set that Yarrow's going to carry these two operations?
Agent Yarrow's coming out, dude. He's definitely gonna be someone's next character.
Because if we are bringing Yarrow in, do we do what you just suggested? Do we?
The problem with
picture,
bringing Yarrow in
but without
is,
having
are we
every
exposing him
detail?
to danger?
Yes.
Most definitely.
Yes.
I don't think we can do that then. I think we're supposed to mitigate that. If he sees some shit,
Mm-hmm.
he is a friendly. I need a second.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be right back.
Well, Townsend, this book that you have, that's the only. How would I say this? That's the only place where these rituals exist in that book. There's nothing else that we can go to. Nothing else for either of these rituals.
Not that I know of. It's like it's not a book. It's the personal journal of Miss Wheeler. And I mean, at least I don't know of like those specific rituals so far. So I kind of doubt that we find it on Google. I mean, we could always drive to Italy and find something out there.
You know? No, not the Italy, but you may have a point. Let's give Google a shot. Let's give a shot.
Sure. Who's Googling it?
It'll be
Twega,
Whoever-
probably.
yeah, whoever knows. Whoever knows. Computers. Tibbs works with what he can see physically. Physical evidence, not Google. Not Google. He probably still uses a typewriter, for all you know.
He's got one of them digital typewriters.
Yeah, he got one of them digital typewriters. That's
They
insane.
exist. I used to have one.
It's crazy. Yeah, so Google search, you can make the roll. Whatever your computer's thingy is.
I know Trigger is AFK at the moment.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, let me get everyone. It sounds like everyone's pretty on board with what, like probably this dark man is involved. Probably like we're gonna cast a magic ritual to deal with this situation. It sounds to me like you're buying into this, so go ahead and everyone except for Ty, make me a sanity check, please.
Nice. Shit. There it is.
This one I can project on, or
Oh yeah, you can project on if you wish. Any potential loss?
Yes, share my insanity.
All right, sorry, I'm back.
So it'll be a D4, correct?
You're good. Go ahead and make.
Yep.
Yeah, D4.
Oh
and I am
no.
projecting it onto my system.
Who? Someone read the ritual, huh?
Nice.
No.
No. What?
Nah. So like, it sounds like all y'all are buying into like what's in the journal, that like you're gonna have to conduct some ritual, some magic ritual to get rid of the situation.
Yes.
So I'm having you roll sanity for that.
Oh, I see. I see.
Yeah, we're going on a crazy train.
You now believe that magic is real. You crazy bastard.
That's fair. Well, Clark, let's see what we got for you, buddy. I'm gonna roll my D4 first.
Sure.
No, I don't want to roll 2d4. I think so. 1d4. That better be 1. 1. Right? Yeah. Ooh, Tibbs.
Oh, I'm public rolling. Shame
Damn.
on me.
Shame on me.
Public rolling.
What is self roll? Let me see what this does.
Let me go for it. That's private for us, just so you're aware. And then I'm gonna roll my sanity, right? So I'll roll my sanity.
Remember, whatever you roll on your D4, you take
Yeah,
on
willpower.
your willpower.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I did already.
That's-
Yeah.
I didn't, but now I did.
So there's my sanity.
Good looking out, Ram. Good looking out.
Keep him honest.
Yep. So willpower and bond. Yep. That's right.
Oh yeah, true. I forgot to take it out of bond, but I took it out of willpower. Okay, so that brings him down to 9. Not too bad. Not too bad.
All right, sweet. Thank you.
Oh sure, thank you.
All right. So I hear a lot of planning. What is the plan? Can someone summarize? Are we not there yet?
I don't think
We're-
we're
we're-
solid
We're
on it.
hatching.
Yeah,
we're
I think
hatching.
it's still in the
We're
hatching
we're
phase.
we're in the Google phase.
Hatching the plan.
Oh yeah, John.
Oh
Yeah?
yes, that's right.
What am I googling?
We need trigger to Google.
What am I googling?
For rituals about the dark man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What do you want? What do you want me to do for that?
Yeah, like what have we used in the past for Google searching? Like you have just a general computer skill, don't you?
Yeah, my computer science is 81.
Computers. Yeah, do computer science.
You want me to actually roll it? All right.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a free roll essentially. Okay, you didn't fail, so no improvements for you.
Yep.
But yeah, you search for rituals related to the Dark Man, and you probably find like a handful of results that seem like they might be interesting, but like some of them are even in Italian, and you do like the Google Translate thing to kind of get a thing, but none of the results are consistent, and you probably attribute it to like just not having specific enough search terms to work with.
My Google food's too weak for it. Yeah.
You're finding rituals or things that seem like rituals, but A, you can't tell if they're anything like legit, and B, like you're they all seem to have like different like purposes for the ritual and procedures for the ritual. Yeah, you don't have enough specifics to narrow down what you're looking for.
Just a bunch of rituals from creepypasta.com and Tumblr.
That's what I was thinking. Like,
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna at least hit a few of those in the process.
Yeah.
So we gotta weed out
Cast.
what's
He
real.
burns a good 20 minutes getting lost in creepypasta.
Just trigger on the phone. Did you ever hear of Slender Man?
Ooh. Guys, I think it could be Slender Man. It could be him.
Are we sure it's not that cursed Godzilla NES game?
Ooh. Been drowned. Trigger
Okay.
will definitely let y'all know the situation, how it's not
So-
really being that fruitful. We need
Ghost
something
and
more.
magic.
Yeah.
Well, in that case, at least we know we have maybe the real thing, so they're all different.
Maybe. So let's formulate this idea, because I know Trigger wants to talk to the realtors.
Yeah.
to
That's a
gain
potential.
access
Yeah, that's the biggest, easiest way to get access to the house.
at night, right?
Yeah.
Oh, so what are we telling them then after we went in there before
Ghostbusters.
we deducted your house is haunted enough that we will make our show?
Yes.
Sure.
Sure.
They'd buy that, I think. And if they didn't, they'd buy the money that we hand them.
Will there be time to look into the realtors?
Are they Italian?
No, I
That just
believe
already-
the people that own it are UAE, right? United Arab Emirates
From
people, I
the
think you said?
UAE, yeah.
Yeah. That's who owns it, but
Mhm.
I want to
Oh,
know if these
the realtors
realtors have been
specifically?
selling this house.
I'll roll that in with your previous computer check. You can look up their,
If
like
it-
the
it's been
business
passing
site
hands.
and then find them. Yeah. No, they're not Italian in heritage or origin.
No, nothing like that. Nothing so convenient.
Yeah. Okay.
Any other thoughts or ideas on what we should do here? We don't have to
So
be
we're
just at night. We can do it during the day as well.
Yeah. Well, we would just want access to the house, right?
Yeah, essentially just access to the house. We'll pay him for access through the night into the next day, and he'll probably give us a time frame to leave. But it won't. None of that'll matter anyway, since it's all up front. But
And if we don't go the Yarrow route, because we just want access to the house to see if there's any signs of rituals or
And out
secret
of,
rooms. I think Townsend was saying.
and out of character, Drew, the program wants to
Mhm.
mitigate exposure to the unnatural, even to friendlies. Like I feel like
Correct.
utilizing Yarrow in a way like that might be against what we've been told to do. So,
Yeah, crossing a line.
Yeah.
Then
think-
if we do go this crazy magic route,
Yeah.
who does it? Who does it? And do we know when?
I would say.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah, no. I guess you do kind of have to decide who's going to learn it.
Yes.
And they would be the person to do it. I see.
Dwarf?
Like who learns it, and then kind of find out if the book specifies
learn it.
when it's performed. Toph will learn it.
Toph will learn it. Townsend can't learn it.
Townsend's strained.
So I'll take that.
Damn.
That cat's not getting fed tonight.
That cat's not gonna get fed tonight.
Does Townsend hand over the journal to Toph?
Yes.
She's like, thank God.
All right, roll me a. No, just kidding.
Have fun with it.
Roll me a willpower test, please. Just kidding.
It got a curse of greed on it. Will you, will, you, will you hand the journal to Toph? Yes, you can.
Really? Yeah, she goes full Smeagol on us.
Gollum. He said Gollum.
How high is Toph's willpower? Like her base willpower? Is she like a 16 or 17?
16, yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
I think for Townsend, there's a little bit of relief as she hands over the journal. Like it's probably felt like a bit of a weight, and Toph will kind of like, I don't know, just feel a little bit unsettled with it,
Does Toph look
but
like
not
Frodo?
like to the point of.
Does Toph look like Bilbo after he gave up the ring?
Oh, the Townsend.
I, ju-
No,
I,
he
just aged,
Townsend, yeah.
I just instantly aged 40 years.
I'm going to live with the elves now.
Nah.
If that's the case, I want a bomb birthday party before I give over that thing, just like Bilbo.
True.
All right, so we know Toph's plans for the evening. What else is happening? Bagel bites.
Bagel bites. Talking.
Oh, true. Those done now?
Yeah, they're done.
I assume Tibbs has been working on those.
Yeah, Tibbs is gonna inquire, like, hey,
Tibbs got his oven mitts on.
tell me more
Still
about
thinking.
this. Tell me about this Dark Brandon. I've heard you mention Dark Brandon.
What do you mean? He's our president.
Have you ever played Race Car?
You ever played race car? Don't. You'll regret it.
Is what y'all do for the next couple of hours? Just kind of debrief on some of the previous missions.
They're gonna tell him about Marlene because he will be asking about Marlene and Dark
Yeah,
Brandon. You
if
name
Tibbs-
drop both.
You know what?
Name
If Tibbs has questions, Trigger will be honest with him because he knows.
Ooh, are you sure you want to go that route?
Yeah, Trigger will.
I'm talking about two.
Yes.
Get ready. Get those sanity rolls ready, buddy.
Honestly, I probably go and get my bite checked out. Maybe I find out what kind of thing bit me.
Wait, you're not gonna have Toph look at it?
I'm not an animal doctor.
But I think none of us know that you got bit. None of us
Yeah,
know.
none of us know, and
That's true.
technically, yeah, I'm not an animal doctor. All I can tell you is maybe it's a beast, maybe you're
Are you sure it was an animal bite?
That's fair.
Yeah, you want to go get checked out at like a nearby clinic?
Like a walk-in.
Yes.
A homeless man
Mhm.
bit me.
Okay.
Who you going with? Are you driving solo or are you gonna ride with
I
somebody?
go.
We have two cars.
I think I go solo.
That's fair.
Just checking the bite out. Maybe like I can tell them like I don't know. I did garden work and got bit by something, but I didn't quite see what it was.
Wait, are you gonna tell us that you're gonna go for a pack of cigarettes or you're gonna go get some milk?
Yeah. Because I was about to say, if you're just going to leave, definitely one of us is going to ask where you're going because that looks very
Mhm.
suspicious. So you're going to have to come up with something.
Oh, you know Tibbs is asking.
Yeah. I mean, I mentioned at the start. I became a smoker. I'm out of cigarettes.
Pick up
Okay.
some more of those bagel bites while you're out.
Sure.
Wait, which car? Which car she's taking? Yeah, which one she's taking? The van or the small?
Not the van. You gotta take the small one. The van's
Uncle
my
Junk.
baby. That's my battle tank.
Not the van.
All right, so you tell me the stories, and now we're gonna see the. Are we gonna see her interaction at the
I mean,
at the walking
we
clinic?
as players will
Yeah.
potentially.
Mm-hmm.
Can we?
Yeah, it's definitely something I'll do.
Nice.
Are we wanting to cut to that immediately?
Yeah, because otherwise
I'm
it's
all-
just telling Tibbs
Yeah.
what I know,
Things that we already know.
answering
Yep.
his
Oh,
questions.
okay.
And I'm reading the journal, so
Yeah.
That'll be
All right, sweet.
Yeah.
So, Townsend, yeah, you hop in the car and drive to a nearby clinic. You know, there's definitely one within like 10, 15 minutes, I imagine.
Nothing but jazz on the radio from
Ooh.
Tibbs.
Yeah, there's probably a fair amount of waiting to be seen. What day of the week is it? A Wednesday? I don't know, weekday. It's probably not too busy. Anyways. So yeah, eventually you're seen by like an ER nurse kind of situation who let's see, do we want to RP this or just kind of keep it high level? I think this might be interesting because I want to hear what your lie is. So of course you like have to do the standard paperwork and provide some ID and you know, like maybe some insurance card if you have it. What are you providing? Yeah, what are you providing? Because I don't think you have any fake IDs beyond the FBI badge.
Oh shit, that's
So I guess like when you're
out
filling
there,
out
right?
paperwork, yeah, what do you provide or say? Do you make up a false name for the paperwork?
Uh, yes.
Ooh.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me bureaucracy, I think.
Oh god. Oh, wait. Oh, I'm not that bad in bureaucracy.
Success.
Oh, success. All right. So yeah, your lies seem like they're pretty believable on paper. And the nurse kind of checks you in, you know, gets you on the scale, whatever, does a basic medical history, asks you. So looks like you put here you have some sort of bite. Can I take a look at it?
Yeah, of course. I'm sure her the right.
Okay. And she just kind of looks at it. Says, well, it doesn't look like it's gotten infected. And what else would a kind of nurse ask? So did you see what bit you?
No, I was doing some work in the garden, and when something bit me, and I didn't quite catch that when I was like doing stuff at the bushes, rose bushes.
Okay. Yeah. Well, the wound looks like it's you know, like and I'm gonna assume that you like cleaned it, did some like soap and water on it maybe. um Yeah, the wound looks clean. Doesn't look like it should be infected. Just keep an eye on it for another, you know, overnight. If it starts getting warm to the touch or developing plus modules, come back to the ER. Um, and she starts like applying some disinfectant to it. But it seems like she's just gonna slap a little band-aid on this for you and set you on your way.
A
Okay,
little band-aid, a
I
babagoo,
say
off you go.
thank you. Go out, and now I'm like a little bit relieved since it doesn't seem to be a human bite because that would have been awkward in relation to my lie.
Yeah, I will say you could ask her what it was or what she thinks it was.
Oh yeah, I do that.
Okay. Yeah, she thinks it was a dog bite.
A dog bite. Okay.
Ooh.
Shit, it's a werewolf.
Oh,
A small
yeah.
one.
New
You got,
moon dog bite.
you got that silver necklace Taboo gave you? That's so...
Could be a furry. We don't know.
She clutches it for a moment.
It's like a little Chihuahua werewolf.
Shit.
Yeah. You get out and since you passed the thing, the copay or whatever is, uh, you know, not a big expense. And yeah,
My
that's it for the
immersion's
interaction
broken.
essentially. Yeah. Yep.
Let's fucking
Yeah.
no babies.
Right, yep. Anything else you'd like to do while you're out? You want to go grab
Uh,
some cigarettes?
yeah, getting cigarettes and what was it? Bagel bites?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you better believe if you hadn't brought him back, I was gonna ask you some questions.
Refill on snacks. Yeah, so Townsend's gone probably like about an hour.
Oh, an hour of story time.
Because no ER trip is ever fast. Yeah.
True.
Sweet. And yeah, should we fast forward to the end of
Just
off
one,
reading?
one question being, will trigger talk about taboo?
Would Tibbs ask
What
about the other members?
if he's talking about previous members and their contribution? He will ask.
I mean, if he
Yeah,
asked,
okay.
then I would. Yeah.
Okay. So he'll just get as much of the story information as he can, and then until Toph is ready. That's it.
I'm gonna go ahead and ask for an sand test from Tibbs,
Oh, there ain't
having
no
been
sanity
brought into brought into the fold with.
That's why I asked.
Any of that
What?
projecting going
Yep,
on,
and
or
feel
you
free to
just
project if
you
you
just
like.
yeah.
Oh
What?
yeah, he'll project.
What?
He ain't ready to eat this insanity.
What does Tips have to say that Trigger gave away a child to weird snake people?
Guess
Guess you are eating a lot of it.
guess the world may never know.
It's true.
He'll have some
He might
thoughts.
die tonight. We'll know. We'll never know.
Yeah,
Trigger could die tonight. We don't know.
we'll have some thoughts later. He just needs to get all the facts. Damn,
All right, cool.
that willpower is dropping.
Make sure you take a long rest at some point.
Awesome. Yeah. All right, so Toph, go ahead and give me. Well, you are going to lose some sanity from reading this. There's no like test to prevent that. But you can project the loss still.
Goodbye, dog.
Bye, dog. That's crazy.
Oh god.
There's only one. Let's go.
She's going to use the dog in the ritual. No!
So far, every
Alright,
one
this is
column
big.
but one have been hit.
Alright, this is big. So, the ritual itself takes an hour to activate. It involves using the bronze bowl and knife that you found in the antique table. It will like you will know that like conducting the ritual will cost willpower to do. Like that's kind of mechanically how it will kind of manifest. Like you'll be aware that this drain will occur as part of conducting the ritual. And last but not least, it requires a human sacrifice.
Yeah, well,
Well, we figured it out.
Damn, that's wild.
you have a better idea.
Jeez, imagine letting Jarl learn this. Like, oh, don't worry, guys, just come with me.
There've been two. There've been two human sacrifices, and it's still not purified. Or does human sacrifice also relate to the other side of things?
If we go by what Townsend said, they didn't purify it last time.
This to me throws some serious shade on Mrs. Emily Harrison, who has the implements that are used directly in the specific ritual. Because how else would the people have hands on it unless they broke into her house at night and stole it and she didn't know about it? There's no way she doesn't know about this. Do we press her for info?
The slippery road.
Why would she
or
let
a
us borrow
slippery
it?
road.
What is going on?
So, are you sharing these thoughts with us?
Yeah, this is me out loud. Talking is trigger, dude.
Okay. You'd say her name is Mrs. Harrison?
I believe it was Emily Harrison.
Here's I'm gonna put her as
Wait, she's the
Suspect.
head of that stuff? There's a bowl in the house already, and we found the knife in the desk.
The desk had
The
the
bo-
knife, the bowl, and the journal.
and the German.
All
Yeah.
three things on the end table.
And she bought those. She bought the.
She bought those
end table.
specifically.
She had to know.
Wait, but that means there's a second bowl in the house, because I saw one in there.
You saw a bowl in the house.
So if you saw the bowl in the house and we have another bowl, she knew about it, but she wasn't in on it. She was gonna do her own, or she was gonna cleanse it and knew about it in the first place.
Does that mean there's another knife in there?
There could be.
So we do need access to the house again. Before we
Okay.
jump to damning
Conclusions.
conclusions.
Yeah. My assumption that there was only one.
I mean, it's not specified if like the bowl and the knife are like special in kind of their blessed tools or something like that. So probably like as long as it is made of bronze, like anything can be used. At least from what I know. I mean, Toph has more insight into the ritual than me at this point.
Was there anything about mirrors in the ritual description?
Nothing about mirrors, and yeah, Toph would be able to confirm, like, as long as the bronze bowl and knife, were like the same shape, same means of crafting or whatever, then, like, theoretically they should be able to be used for the ritual. So, like, it would be kind of difficult to get the implements, but not impossible.
It's convenient, though. It's a little convenient that she has all those things. I don't like that. do remember asking
I
her
hear the gears turning.
about the dark man and the other things up there. She said she didn't notice that. I'm not good at reading people, so I didn't know at the time whether or not she was lying. I took it at face value.
I mean, it could. I mean, we can press her, but on the other hand, it can just be like valuable antiques.
I suppose she didn't. She seemed to not know about the things in there, as far as I was aware. So. She didn't know about the things in there. So does that mean that was the Wheeler stuff?
The Wheeler furniture, the armchair and stuff.
Yeah, the Wheeler was the bowl and the knife also the Wheelers or Divatello's maybe?
Uh, that is what we're led to assume from. Oh, was it the antique dealer when she was talking about what items were sold?
Yeah.
That is what these were like Wheeler furniture.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I
this
mean that
table
corroborates it because they
came
had
from the
literally
Wheeler house.
the journal. I mean it has her personal journal in it, so
So Townsend
Yeah,
saw
if
another
memory
home.
serves, it was picked up in like an estate sale after Miss Wheeler died.
Picked up in an estate sale. So
Yeah,
that
like
goes
people
back
selling
to
the furniture off in the house.
that'll go back to triggers, suspicions. 'Cause, I mean, she's been having that shit since for decades, dude. And these deaths have been happening ever since.
I mean, that could go two ways. Then either like she has to do something with it,
Mm-hmm.
or there is someone that comes back at new moons and does the murders.
Yep.
Because we have at least a second bowl.
We definitely want to be in the house, but not on the 18th.
well we might have to be barging into the house on the 18th.
Well,
Depending on what happens though.
barging in. Well, we need to investigate the house, and then we have to stop. Like if it is a cult, and Emily Harrison is the cult leader.
Well, what do we know about Harrison so far? She has an interest in the occult.
Really?
I told her I was a paranormal show. She wanted a segment on it. She bought this item from a haunted house. She likely has an interest in it. She claimed to not know about the items, or was surprised. Whether or not she's acting on that, we don't know.
What can we find out about her? And from where would that be another? Do I have to go visit Microfiche to see if there's any articles on Emily Harrison? Like, what can I do? Senior agents, what can I do? How can you put me to use to find out about this Emily Harrison? I can talk to Buffington. I don't think she's gonna have a police record,
She shouldn't.
but who knows? Maybe she had a crazy youth.
Relative, maybe?
No, maybe like she was very rebellious as a teen.
We don't know if she bought that item. Someone
Oh.
else in her family could have bought that item and given it to her to keep it in the family.
And it
This
was
is true.
estate sale, so we don't know who.
Yeah.
It wasn't through the antique dealer. But I can still look up
I
the
wish I'd asked
Harrison. Wait, but do we know if Emily Harrison was married? Because maybe that's not even her maiden name. If I look into like Emily Harrison,
That's
like, oh no, she
true.
was actually Emily Thompson.
She was actually Emily DiVitello the whole time if we didn't know it. That would be so I would be so mad. Did she look Italian to me?
What's your racism ability?
Hold
No.
on. Yeah.
Do you actually have one, John?
I was looking. It's
I
a
was
custom. It's a
looking.
custom skill. You can add it at the bottom.
Oh, was it disguise? Trying to see through her disguise.
I'm gonna say no. She looked more like a Pollock.
Okay. Okay.
What?
Well, that theory's out then. She's probably not a DiVitello. She might have been a Witcher, though.
Oh. Right. All right. I know I got something now to do. Good. Thank goodness.
So what do we want to... How do we want to set things up?
Wait, is Top sharing the details of... She shared the
ritual.
Then we need
I shared about the knives and stuff.
the knife.
Yeah,
And then, wait, we need a sacrifice for the short ritual?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
For the short
For
ritual?
the short ritual. That's why I'm confused. Are both rituals a human sacrifice then?
Well, I'm worried now. Is this ritual actually cleansing the house? And how do we find out without... That's insane. That's insane.
So if only the short ritual takes a human sacrifice, maybe that's confirmation that the house never got cleansed because there was never a human sacrifice mentioned in Wheeler's journal.
What's to say the long
Only,
ritual
only
doesn't...
animal sacrifices.
What's to say the long ritual doesn't take multiple human sacrifices to bring about over time? Maybe they're building up the body count to bring back the Dark Man or to summon the Dark Man.
Oh, we're not sacrificing anybody.
No.
Oh.
As convenient as it would be to throw old Yarrow in there.
Do you mean we don't sacrifice anybody? I'm sure we find a kid that's into race cars.
Townsend, did you learn the... Nobody learned the long ritual, correct?
Nobody learned the long
Nope.
ritual because I think it takes too long to learn.
Correct.
Yeah, so we can't verify.
Would we be able to skim through it to read it?
You won't be able to learn it.
It's
well, I would
less
be able
about
to make a
learning
devil's-
how to do it and just learning if it takes like specifically like, human sacrifices or something like that. Have like a specific aid
Yeah,
that you're looking for.
I see what you mean. I see what you mean.
Yeah, I'm gonna skip the parts where it's like you gotta put the sage down.
I will. Yeah.
Cut the child's head
I'll
off.
make a devil's bargain with this.
Okay.
Oh, shit,
Whoever is
they're
reading it can make an occult roll. And
Obviously, we're gonna lose sanity from it, but
yeah. The occult roll will let you do it in a time before the next moon. So we'll say like on the the evening of the 17th or whatever, this person would be able to, like get the whole ritual. Um, and then be able to answer the any questions about it.
Hmm.
Is
I think
someone
that's
willing
my
to
deal.
though?
What's the devil's bargain of
Yeah.
what's the bad part?
Sanity
Oh,
loss.
I mean
Probably,
yeah, the
probably that
sanity
I have
loss.
the highest occult score.
Oh yeah, I mean I could do it,
Yeah,
but
so
like
nobody,
I have a 15 in occult, so I'd be like,
or
I
yeah, so
can't make heads or tails of it.
whoever does it, yeah, whoever does it, like this is gonna be what you're doing for the next whatever several days solid. So you'll be kind of be out of the picture
Ah, okay.
until the task is done.
Mm.
The devil's bargain bit is, yeah, like if you fail the occult roll, then like you're
Wasted
not
your
able to get through it
days. You're
fast
getting
enough.
yeah.
Yeah, you can
Hmm.
continue the task after that, but yeah.
Oh, here's what's bothering Tibbs about this little tidbit of information. What if they've been trying to do the cleansing ritual all these years? Like, oh, because all these deaths, and those were the sacrifices. It just never worked.
You don't
I
think
mean, you
Donnelly
could be
tried to
right.
sacrifice himself?
No, but
I think
wait,
an
because you
agent
did
would
share,
have that resolve potentially.
but because you did share that Harrison noticed Donnelly looking at the house at night. We just don't know if it was on the night of the new moon or the cursed moon.
Who was the one that said that they thought they were an FBI agent?
Harrison, the one that you talked to, the one I gave you all the information.
She is looking shadier and shadier.
I thought like
I hate
because
this.
for all we know, she went there, didn't like oh just a friendly old lady slits his throat.
maybe,
And that is
maybe,
the
but
craziest.
there's got to be a little bit of potential to the ritual.
Yeah, but
Like,
there's no way she could have acted alone. That old lady, hey, this is a trained FBI agent to get it to drop by a neighbor.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, what if there is a ghost in there that is trying to conduct a ritual to like free itself from the clutches of the dark man?
What do you mean?
Well, we know someone died in. What was the first death? Was the first death an accident or was it a
The
suicide?
murder suicide.
Murder suicide. I
The
mean,
closest thing we have to maybe a ghostly presence in there would possibly be the Touré kid, right?
The boy in the bathtub.
Yeah, because you felt something in the bathtub. There was
He's-
water there.
I
Yeah,
mean,
and I saw the kid handprint.
maybe. Maybe at this point it's a collection of ghosts because everyone, the ghost kept fucking up the ritual so many times.
Are you suggesting that the ghosts are killing
Not all of them, but
some?
maybe there is one in there.
You think we got a grudge situation on our hands?
I'm kinda.
What about
I'm
the
gonna
mirrors, though? What are the mirrors for? They've got to be part of the ritual, right? Maybe they're part. Are the mirrors part of the long ritual?
It's a possibility, right?
Mirrors weren't part of the short ritual, right?
Tough.
Correct.
Correct.
I
They
mean,
were not part of the long or short ritual.
I mean, according to the journal, all rituals were held in that one specific room, and there weren't like a lot of mirrors in there. Like, But
if that's not the case, then why the obsession with the mirrors every time? Why were people
I
putting
mean,
big mirrors in that room?
if it's a ghost, there are a lot of ghost stories from where the ghost can take possession of over someone from the mirrors.
Can take or that prevents them?
Like, can take.
Why would they actively do that to bring the ghost in? Are they trying to get the ghost to activate and interact with them?
Maybe.
I was thinking of it more of like
I mean,
maybe they were trying to do it so they could
it's like
see the
mirrors
ghost.
seem to be the like from diff a lot of ghost stories. Mirrors seem to be like the most reliable source to communicate with ghosts. So maybe the ghosts get them to get the mirrors.
Why would the ghost need the mirrors though if they've already possessed the person to buy the mirrors?
Not possessed, but they could have uh tried to communicate with them beforehand.
Hmm. We got to do
Maybe
something
it's a
about those
demon.
mirrors.
Who knows?
Even then, the mirrors. We don't like that. I don't like these mirrors. I don't like Harrison, and I don't like these mirrors.
Damn, that poor old woman.
I don't know if she's a poor old woman.
Alright, so at this point,
She's a perp right now.
yes. But at
We've
this
got
point,
too many Vicks.
we're not doing the ritual. Like the short ritual. We're not.
There's no
performing
way
that.
we can do. There's no way we can
No.
do it. No.
It's so unethical. So,
I mean, we can tell the agency about it, and they can conduct it.
I think.
The agency might tell us to do it.
But does that?
That does mean we're in a bad spot here because I don't.
No, this might be important though. You're right. You're onto something.
I don't think just burning it down will do the trick.
So my question is gonna be exactly what our directive is. Is the house
Is the house a danger?
a danger?
Honestly,
'Cause-
at this point, it sounds more like the house could be also a confinement area for whatever's in there.
Yep. With
Oh,
18
then burning it
deaths.
down might be the worst thing we could do. Might just be releasing another septic hag into the wild.
For, well, maybe something worse.
Really?
We don't know what the fucking Darkman is.
18 deaths on new moons. So can we say for a fact the house is dangerous? Because
Do we have definitive proof it's dangerous?
do we have proof? Because outside of there's deaths, they're all on the new moon. There's this
We don't have
crazy
definitive
ritual.
proof, I don't think.
No,
But
nobody get a definitive proof is to catch them in the act. But that is
we're having
no.
we're having situations pile up that are leading to it seeming to be dangerous. So what do you think? We maybe call Snedeker and see.
what proof we need. Perhaps if because all we have is theories,
Yeah.
hypotheses. And that's without verifying if the neighbors are actually involved, as in Harrison is actually a suspect, or if it is what Townsend has suggested, some entity, some ghost performing these rituals.
Man, How much can we lean on Yarrow?
We need to get that letter, right?
We do need to get that letter. Do you think he knows anything about actual rituals, though? He's been a 50-50. He's been a coin flip so far. But if the coin comes up heads and he knows what he's talking about.
Well, Townsend, how much can we reveal to Yarrow about this ritual and to see if we can find anything about it without having him know the ritual?
Without him letting
Hmm.
nothing.
How
I think
about
that's a question for me,
if we
probably.
Yeah.
do make him aware of the ritual, we also make him very aware of if we find out he's done the ritual, he won't be friendly anymore. He won't be alive anymore.
Are you saying? Are you putting Yarrow as a suspect
No.
or as a potential suspect for a future crime?
I'm saying if we told him about the ritual, we make it very clear to him that if he does anything with this, he will be the next target on our list.
It feels too dangerous to give him that type of knowledge.
I agree.
He seems too gung ho to actually try it.
I agree. I'm just throwing out ideas.
All right, so we definitely need access to the house through the realtors.
Yeah,
To see this
so
letter bowl.
we may need to pick up a camera, get some. I can work on maybe setting up a front for us. Spend some time making a YouTube channel, make like a little, like a web page or something, or I don't know.
Toph, I have a crazy request for you.
Hmm.
I don't know if it'll work. I don't know if you can find a way to do it. But is the Touré family the surviving members? Think you can contact them, maybe even contact the asylum where the wife is being held in Canada.
That's right.
I don't know. You're in on what you can get because I talked to two families at this point, and I only done it from the investigative approach.
Side of things, yeah.
I don't know. This seems to be. I don't know how much your medical can get from them, or if it would even open any doors.
You know, it doesn't hurt to try. Usually, psych ward stuff's we're held down real tight.
Yeah, you would know without some sort of cover or authority, you're not going to get anybody's records.
HIPAA stuff.
HIPAA laws and all that.
Yeah.
It's Canada, but I'm sure they have a similar protections for patients.
Yeah.
Unless.
So not to say that you couldn't fabricate those things, but that would be the barrier that you would come up against. You would be able to, like, the only other way would be to have, like, kind of an official or formal family permission. So maybe by talking to one of the other family members, if they have the power of attorney, so probably the husband, maybe. That could be the way to open that door.
Question is, do we have time?
We have 3 days before the next
I mean,
potential sacrifice.
I mean, one day is already counted out for that, for inspecting the house in general.
Yep.
So we'd have 2 days to figure it.
One day's counted out. I'm gonna try to investigate Emily Harrison and see if I can find anything family wise, her wise.
You gonna lean on Buffington for that?
I'm gonna see what I can get without leaning, and then lean afterwards.
Hmm.
Hitting the old newspapers. But that does bring up another problem we're running into as well. The damn media. There's too much to do. Too much.
Oh, yep.
That media that we were suggesting Yarrow go talk to, that's like, is that local? A local media place?
You can do a
A
quick
Google.
Google
Yeah.
search
Yeah, let me take a look.
on, yeah.
Let's see.
So, oh, did
National News
I?
Network.
Yeah, that's the one.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, recruit Yarrow to get the
Let
letter.
me pull up. So yeah, the person, National News Network, I mean, they're kind of like mid-level in terms of like maybe market share, national news network. Um, the local office, the person running this story is an investigative reporter called Diana Carter. She's known as Dee. Well-known investigative journalist and news anchor for the agency. She's got a reputation for her like hard-hitting exposés and relentless pursuit of the truth.
Ooh.
She has a reputation for uncovering scandals and a very charismatic on-screen presence. Um, Her interest in the supernatural and true crime stories has driven her to investigate some of the most mysterious and controversial cases in recent years. Um,
Hmm.
yeah. You can also tell that, like, if you want to click on, like, little clips of some of the stories, she's ran,
Oh, yeah.
like, 2 or 3 clips on these stories. Okay, yeah. The first covers a lot of the same ground as the, like, initial news article that was written in the Sparrow. The second one it has an interview with Brian Miglia, who kind of mentions you all as
Mm-hmm.
looking into it and potentially doing some um, illegal activities and no comment from the police. Um, what is in the third story? So the third story was aired tonight at 8 o'clock local time. Like that's when when all of her segments, or like the news hour airs. And her segment is, like it it had been positioned like at the end of the show as a smaller segment, but it seems to be gaining a little bit of traction. So it was kind of like towards the
Great.
middle of the show. um, Getting some viewer interest. Um, and yeah, it's again kind of like just hammering home that like the police is saying no comment, hypothesizing that maybe the FBI are conducting an investigation. The FBI office has not made any comment. Um, like they're still continuing to dig on the story, but haven't developed much yet. And you see a little bit of the B footage of the house from earlier in the day.
Do we
Oh, does
see
he get his
ourselves in
Not
trucks
the
there?
out?
Sasquatch.
Oh, thank God. No Sasquatch
Not the
talk.
Sasquatch footage. All right, yep. So that's the lore dump from just looking her up. Was there anything else specifically that you wanted to find out about her?
Hmm. No, not at the moment. Not that I can think of.
Oh,
So,
and then I guess you could say that there's like we have a letter from somebody who inhabited the house. It will be aired um
oh no,
on Fridays, Friday's big news hour.
dude, that if we get that letter before Friday,
Ac-
Yarrow's in because they probably want
Yeah,
him
I'm
for the
sorry. I'm gonna
Friday
lie.
segment. Yeah.
I'm gonna wreck on that. They're gonna air it Thursday, I think. News they
Damn.
like to act fast, so it'll be tomorrow. Or actually, should we roll luck for it
Yeah.
to see if it's Thursday or Friday?
You want me to
Who's
roll?
rolling the luck?
I'm cool with that. Whoever wants to roll.
That's bad luck. Tomorrow.
All right, it's tomorrow.
Damn, Operation Yarrow can't come any quicker.
We might have to up the timetable on Operation Yarrow.
You gotta get him there in the morning. Maybe, maybe our in is that he can be an expert that they can interview. He just needs to see the letter,
Yeah.
and we
that's
gotta find out what's on the letter before it airs. We're definitely not getting a letter. We're definitely not.
Yeah. He can get pictures of it though. He can still get pictures of it. He just won't be able to get the physical.
Yes.
We can initiate Operation Gonk photos.
So we will have to watch this segment at 8 to see the report
I'll
anything
set up
new.
DVR if I have to here. Some means of recording it.
Roll computers, please. No, just kidding.
So is Townsend gonna? Is
Go
she
ahead.
gonna read the long ritual for the next few days, or is she like, nah, we don't need to?
I don't know. We didn't really decide on that.
I don't think you should. I think you're more valuable to have on hand than to have you busy doing that. And also from a sanity standpoint, I don't know how much more you can
Take.
I don't mean how many more hits you can take right now. I don't think that's good. So I think that's truly a devil's bargain, and we don't want that. It's too many negatives for not a necessary positive.
It saves somebody's life.
But Townsend does have to be in the house to find that damn bowl and possible ritual room.
Yeah.
Secret
I
room.
already found that one.
You found the bowl
What?
and the ritual room. Well,
Yes.
she mentioned she saw the bowl. That means we need to find the knife.
Dust it for fingerprints. Hey, prepare my forensic
Testing
kit.
it for fingerprints, and it turns out it was a dog who used a knife, and it was the one that bit me.
The dog has been the cult leader the whole time.
Damn. You want to call Yarrow? I don't need him.
The
Yeah.
house has been. Let me look back at Donnelly's journal.
Mhm.
We have that somewhere, don't we? In one of the rooms. holding cell, maybe.
Oh, I think it was in the green box.
Green box, items, journals.
Oh, true. I was thinking. I gotta look
Yeah,
back
there it is.
on.
Yep. Green
Donnelly's
box
notes.
at Meadowbrook Store at Donnelly's Notes, yeah. And there was a picture
Yeah,
that
the
was
handwritten
somewhere,
one. I
probably in
don't
the
remember where
Discord.
that one was.
I'm pretty sure it's in Discord.
It is. I just didn't go up to it yet.
We've already, based on this, we're following in Donnelly's footsteps.
Yeah,
We
we
investigated
are.
the house under the guise of would-be buyers already.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was the easiest way to get real estate into it. But I don't think Donnelly knew about the ritual. Why did he feel an attraction to buying it, though?
Trick the strange unnatural attraction off.
Off, you analyzed the note for like psychological purposes, right?
Mm-hmm.
When y'all first found it.
No, actually.
I
Tips
thought for
has-
sure you did.
Tips has the notes. It's something I brought back.
Yeah.
It'll be there.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to roll your psychology thingy, I'll be happy to give it to you
Oh shit!
again, assuming you.
Success.
Really missed that chance to fail.
Yeah.
I have.
So definitely Donnelly was losing it progressively as kind of like the notes get further and further. But I guess like a little bit more specifically, he developed a compulsion, like OCD kind of. Like he was obsessive with the house. Like this is a disorder that he developed through the course of, investigating the house.
Oh,
Not
no,
unlike happens to agents who develop disorders between missions.
and we're all concerned with the house.
I don't know.
But
I
yeah,
think,
he developed an obsession with the house.
I think 3 of us are concerned with the neighbor. No, 2 of us are concerned with the neighbor.
Yeah. I'm a little bit worried about her. She's also the youngest neighbor around that we've met.
They usually say that the biggest ones are like right in front of you, and she was overly friendly compared to everybody else.
She was. She bought the paranormal investigator story real easy.
Oh, who was the guy who was also nice to you guys?
There was
Lucas.
another guy. Yeah.
Old,
They're
old
all
man
people
Lucas.
Trigger talk to.
Lucas is a homie though. He's
Got
my next
lucky.
bond. Don't even.
The bingo night.
Yeah.
Bingo with the ladies. Lucas is at bingo right now. Living that good life.
God, I should have been hanging out with Lucas, dude.
That's how you're gonna spend the rest of your next 3 days.
I'll just go to the bingo hall with Lucas.
That might not be a bad idea though.
Get to know him a little bit better. You think?
No, bingo hall. Get
Oh,
to know
shit,
the
you're
neighbors.
right.
Do we know where bingo takes place?
I mean, you could look up bingo.
You can
halls
easily
pretty
find out.
You can Google it. Yeah.
Are we too late for bingo night?
Most likely, yeah. It would be mid bingo night right now.
But like, are we too late this week for a bingo session?
Oh, yeah, I don't know. I just say that as
Luck
someone
roll
whose
it.
parents also played bingo, so I kind of know a little bit.
Insider knowledge.
That's you, Tibbs. You look roll that.
Yeah.
Ooh, he's rolling
Nice.
hot. It's probably
Yeah,
like a
you
weekend
can
bingo or
decide.
something.
It can be bingo night tonight or tomorrow night or something. Yeah.
All right. Tonight will be too late. Tomorrow night. Everything's happening tomorrow fucking night. Oh.
Thursday's packed, dude. We got Yarrow, we got bingo.
Bingo. That's so crazy. And we don't know when we have the house. What if it's on the same night?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
We don't know when the realtors is like, yeah.
I mean, you can put bingo on like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, like basically any upcoming night.
Okay.
I think it makes sense on like a Friday or a Saturday.
Wiggle room for us. But we do need to reach the realtors to get in there as soon as possible before Sunday. I'm not looking to end up like Donnelly.
Yeah.
All right, so we got a lot of wheels in the fire. Let me maybe try and help parse a little bit. You want Yarrow to do something tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yes.
So should we reach out and arrange that? I think we can. He'll agree to essentially whatever you suggest. So if you want to like have him come here to get like geared up and like trained how to turn the thing on or whatever, like you can do that tonight,
We have to,
or
right?
early in the morning if you wanted to.
I don't know if we should let him come here.
We could have him rent a room in a different inn and we'll meet him at it.
Have him like spend the night at like a hotel and then meet him at the hotel, his hotel.
Yep.
Probably be the best bet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's easy enough to arrange.
There was plenty of hotels when we looked, so it's not like it'd be a hard thing.
Mm-hmm.
He just has to do Airbnb
Alright, so
with
should we say that-
Harrison.
Yeah.
So let's say that happens.
Okay.
So it probably takes him, I don't remember how long we said, but like at least an hour to get there.
Yep.
And then what are y'all doing once he's there? Or like you meet up?
We gotta run him through what we expect him, right? Because Trigger will be the one that have to teach him how to use the device he whipped up.
That's true. Did I need to roll anything for that, or did I have time enough to sit and do it?
I'll say that you can whip something up without needing to make a roll.
Okay.
What is this device needing to do though? Or
We're using
you're
it like
wanting
a
to do?
wire, just to like capture audio.
Okay.
We had considered
So
doing a
you
body
want it
cam
to-
situation, but I don't think
Mm-hmm.
we'd have access to it unless I went out and like bought some kind of like.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I'll say that if you wanted to just like record the conversation, that's easy, no roll, no nothing special. If you wanted to transmit like live, you'll either have to kind of like be on site for it, or something else. You'll have to like it'll be a bit more involved.
The
A
van.
little bit more involved.
Van surveillance.
Yeah.
You get to use that
The
computer in the van.
battle wagon can get going finally.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
On
Yeah,
track
if y'all take out the battle wagon, and like be there for it. I
Well, I
won't
think
make
it's
you
what we
roll
were
anything.
intending to do anyways, right? Me and
Yes,
Tibbs
Tibbs.
were planning to go
Okay.
to follow him because not only did we want to be there as like a to put out
Mm-hmm.
any sort of fires that might come about, we also wanted to trail him in case he gets followed on the way back, and then
But
we
now-
wanted to have
But that changes it now. That changes our plans since we now know that Toph and Townsend don't have to go to the office. They could be in the van with us
that's true, and we can get him to
because they're gonna show the
digitally
letter.
send the images to us because he won't have the physical paper to drop off. He will likely just have the images, and he can just forward the images. So we'll let him know the change in plan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
how
yeah.
it's going to differ,
That's all good. All right, cool.
and that will be
So that's
on site
essentially arranged.
as backup.
Yep. He'll make a call. Maybe he'll call the news agency now and tell them, kind of arrange things to meet with them as early as possible or whatever.
Yeah.
As an
Um,
expert in the field.
Yeah. Yep. So cool. Are we happy with that?
Oh yeah. Is there anything we're
Okay.
missing that we need to tell this dumbass so he doesn't gonk it up?
Townsend.
Mhm. Yeah, I mean, do you have any instructions for him? In terms of like they're gonna ask him questions or for his opinion.
Oh yeah, Mary. I think
Should he
you
be truthful? Should he?
I remember telling him something about that.
didn't he tell him to be truthful, like to give his opinion if he wants to? No, that
Yeah.
it's just
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
his-
told him to
his
use
call.
his discretion. Essentially,
yeah.
he needs to be somewhat truthful because
Mhm.
he needs to give them something to work with, something of interest.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
nothing about us or what we know so far, which
I
he
hope he
doesn't.
does.
He
Mhm.
doesn't know anything about the ritual. We haven't brought that up to him, so he
Yep.
wouldn't say anything about that or Divatello or any of that sort of stuff. He would just know that we're looking at the house
Yeah.
bad.
I have,
Mhm,
I have a,
mhm. Yeah.
I have a question.
Yeah.
He doesn't know the name of our organization, correct?
He does know Delta Green, yeah.
Oh shit! You think he's gonna show up with a forehead tattoo of a green triangle?
He would know not to divulge the name.
He's got like finger tattoos that say Delta Green across it somehow.
He flashes to the screen now and then, just like
He flashes his gang signs.
homegrown. Just
They call me the Green Meanie.
Mhm.
Yarrow.
All right, cool. So
So
that's
stupid.
ranged. What else are you doing tomorrow, or what's happening tomorrow?
Are we doing bingo night, or
Are you
are we
doing the
doing
realtor thing
Are
tomorrow?
we doing the séance in the middle of the night?
we need to see if the realtor, when they're, but if they can give us the day. If it is so, then we're doing. We gotta do the house, right? To find the evidence.
Yeah, we need to get some cash money.
Before we
Okay.
press on somebody.
Yeah.
So you'll probably need to do that early in the morning. Like if you text or call a person, they're probably not going to respond right now.
Yeah, no. It's too late at night to get that kind of
So we
thing
can
done.
come back to that. Yep, but that's probably coming up soon.
Yes.
What else is happening tomorrow that you want to try and do?
Oh, the Toph call. Try to.
Oh
like,
yeah, the
Toph
Touré.
Oh,
contacting like
Okay.
the husband.
mm-hmm. That's easy to do.
Wait, was it Touré? It was Touré.
Yes.
Yep, sure.
Townsend got
There
a
were
thing
a
on it.
couple of other survivors that I think you could attempt to reach out to.
We got Colorado Man. We have Meadowbrook Lady. And there's somebody else we got too. Not Colorado Man. It's Colorado Ladies. The two.
I may want to look up tonight
Mm-hmm.
in order to assist Toph
Mhm.
about Canadian mental health laws. I can Google that and try to get some research in case there's something specific about that, because I remember Donnelly wrote that in his notes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you, so I'd make you roll this, and if you succeed, I'll give, Toph like a bonus,
Ooh.
to
Okay.
some sort of relevant check. Yeah.
I'm assuming it's computer science, so that's a
Success.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. On kind of like in hindsight, law would have worked. Maybe been a better one, but yeah, that's fine.
Oh.
I mean, if I had rolled law, I still would have passed with that. My law is 40.
Yeah.
But that would have been close.
Damn.
Sweet. All right, cool. Let's do, unless there's anything else happening tonight, so let's do the realtor thing next. Realtor text call thingy.
So
Trying to arrange.
How do we want to grease his palm? How do we want to bring this up exactly? Oh, I did say I wanted to spend some time making a
Fake YouTube
yes.
channel.
Well, it's not really fake yet.
Okay, real YouTube channel.
It's a real YouTube channel with no content yet.
Oh. Gotcha. Yeah, that's a freebie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Question for Trigger.
Yeah.
If you make this channel, you call the realtor. They agree. Are you gonna contact Emily and bring her in? Not knowing what we're doing, but as her part. Maybe get a read on her when she's inside the house. Or is that too dangerous for like her segment?
Ooh,
For her segment.
maybe hold that thought. Hold that thought. Let's go ahead and see what the realtor decides.
Oh yeah, what are like fuck no, fuck no.
So,
Yeah, because if the realtor is okay with it, bringing her in for some kind of segment would be great for the human side of things to figure out if she's full of shit. We might mention a ritual or something like that to her. See
See, she starts sweating.
Yeah.
Nervous ticks.
But yeah,
Rituals.
Trigger's gonna phone up the old realtors first thing in the morning after some kind of breakfast and a shower, shave,
Some bagel bites.
etc. Trim it
Some
up
bagel
a bit.
bites and eggs.
You know it, dude.
Dip it in
Yeah.
yolk.
That sounds.
so it's
awful, dude.
been a bit of a long night. Yeah, and y'all, basically get back to start and roll in your day around 8 o'clock. If you want like a full sleep.
Okay.
But okay, so let's converse with the realtor, whose name I don't remember or have forgotten. Does anybody
Oh shit! Did I write it down?
have that in notes anywhere?
Ernie. I don't know. Let me see.
It doesn't
No,
matter too
no,
much.
you did. It was wasn't it like Benjamin Franklin?
It was.
Yes,
It
that's
was.
right.
It was Ben Franklin.
Mm-hmm. Yep. The camera like sees him. I don't know, working at his desk, and gets a call or a text, and the tone is it's all about the Benjamins, baby.
Oh my god.
Uh,
He's gonna fall for this hook, line, and sinker.
Yeah,
If that's
there's-
his. If that's his.
His ring.
This man cares about his money. He wants it.
Wait, write down that name for future.
I did.
Future agent.
I did. Oh.
Benjamin Franklin, Agent Franklin.
Oh, so Benny, time is money.
That's what he tells Delta Green.
He would. He would.
Agent Money. So stupid.
I don't think I
Oh,
introduced myself to him when we did the.
Or maybe you had a cover.
I
cover
don't.
name.
I don't remember giving him a name. I don't remember him asking. If he asked me, I would have given one. But I think someone
Sure.
else took the lead on that because I think it was wasn't it. It was tough because she was talking about doing a streamer house.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
See, and now it
Mhm.
even ties in better now.
Oh, it pays off.
That it actually does.
All right. So yeah,
So like,
who
hey,
wants
hey Ben.
to do this
Oh,
call?
I'm already in it, dude. I got the
Hey, yeah.
fedora on.
Okay.
I got the fedora.
I'm like, hey, Ben.
Power posing.
This is Terry. You probably don't remember me specifically. I didn't introduce myself. We were the group that was talking about getting the streamer house. You know, the one on Spooner Street.
Oh yeah, the spinner house. I remember.
Yeah. So one of the things we wanted to do to start off our one of our channels that we've got. Oh God, I don't have a good name for it.
Oh, was it gonna be something stupid? Like, what did he
Ghost
tell the?
Chasers.
Yeah, that's what. Didn't he
Was it Ghost Chasers?
You said
Oh.
like Ghost Chasers, and I thought of Supernatural Ghost Facers.
Okay. Well, we can go with that. We're thinking of calling the channel Ghost Chasers.
That's awesome.
Is that what he says?
What Benjamin
No,
said.
that's what he
Okay.
says.
Okay. Anyway, one of the things we wanted to do is after we got a good look at the house, we definitely got a great vibe from it. We were wondering, what about if we stayed in the house overnight to film a video for it? We wouldn't do anything to the house. But if you scratched our back, we'd scratch yours for that.
They got Skynet.
You
That's
hear
right.
like an audible sigh. He's like, this isn't normally how we do things. So
I know it's
you're,
unreasonable.
am I hearing this right? You're not interested in buying the house? You just want to rent it?
Yeah, I think that's what we want to do. Just for the day. And the night, really.
You hear silence on the other end. Um,
I mean, it's money directly to you.
I see. How much money are we talking?
Oh shit.
Well, this is where my ignorance comes in. I don't know how much of a good ballpark figure for that would be. So,
So maybe he'll give you like a little bit of a rundown. Like you've got to rent it for at least a month. There's no such thing as renting for a day or a night.
okay, so we're paying.
He'll drop a quick lease or whatever. Yep. It's gonna be at least a couple grand.
Okay. And with my law skill, I would know this is tentatively like makes sense kind of thing. You get what I'm saying? Like, or bureaucracy law,
Mhm.
something like that. Like he's not gypping me on this, but maybe he is a little bit if he's trying to get something illegal done, but you know, this all sounds correct.
Would you like to?
Yeah, I
Would you
would
like to
love
roll something for it?
Yeah.
You should roll him in it while you're at.
Yeah.
I wish. I just don't. I don't think it makes sense here. What do you think
could
works
just see
better?
what he's feeling.
Law, bureaucracy.
Law or bureaucracy? I'll take either one.
Law's the lowest. We're gonna roll law.
Success.
Damn it.
Ooh. Yeah. So you've dabbled in it a little bit in realtor law,
Yeah.
and yeah, that seems above board.
Yeah.
Like everything he's saying is checking out. Like there's no such thing as renting for a house, especially if it's owned by somebody else and their interest is to rent or sell it. Yeah. So that checks out.
So okay.
Do you
If he's
wanna? Okay.
if he's offering that, and I say, all right,
Well, so he's still hesitant.
he still hesitant.
He's still hesitant. So it is going to come down to a persuade roll.
Okay, I will say that we will at least put more money on top of what he's saying. So, because we know we're being a bit unreasonable in what we want.
Yeah, and his thing is like, if this is a ghost house, like, he's on the fence whether that's going to help his market of selling it later or hurt it. So that's what you're persuading him about.
Oh man,
Now,
you guys,
imagine
I'm
the-
sorry. Yeah, imagine. Go ahead.
Imagine all the people that's gonna want to be in that house. The money you're gonna make from this. The money you're gonna make.
Yeah, I mean, I would try to
Yep.
do that,
Let's-
but
let's-
like this is the persuade roll for that.
Yep.
So
Welcome back, Ty.
welcome back,
Yeah.
Ty. You're just in time to see me roll one of my worst skills.
Damn, let's go.
I'll tell you what, if you're willing to put
I'll double it.
like money into this, that would, okay.
Yeah.
So what I'll do is I'll give you plus 20% on this roll,
Yeah.
but I'll give you a minus 20% on like the bureaucracy to like hide the expense, because this is going to be an unusual expense.
Oh shit.
Like $4,000 to rent a place in New Jersey where you don't even live for a month.
I mean, I've got to do it. I've got to try.
Yeah.
All right. So you right click. You
So
go here.
that's the bargain.
Yep. You got it. You got it.
Oh
still
no.
failed. I still failed.
Yeah. So okay, I think not as bad as it could have been. He just simply says no.
Fair enough.
Not
If
willing to
you,
go through with the deal.
If he's willing to change his mind, I guess he's got my number. It's a cell phone.
Yeah. Good approach. Good approach. But yeah, end of the day, he's, like he doesn't want it coming back. Like,
He's worried.
the Yamila's family could watch this show and be like, "You're fired."
Ooh.
We don't want you managing the property. So that's what I think in the end kind of turns him
Put
away
the nail in
from
the coffin, so to speak.
Shit.
Put the nail in little Touré's coffin.
it.
Damn ghost chasers.
Ghost Chasers is not off to a good start. What up, Ryan?
You know,
Oof.
There's a
All right, so
plan-
that was
plan
We
B.
dealt in some green.
yeah.
plan B is to do what ghost chasers actually do. Just break it.
Just break it and do it anyways. Yeah.
Totally an
Oh,
option.
Do we
I will
make
say by this
Buffington
time
aware
if-
of that?
Yes. So we gotta get his assistant.
We might.
Unless you so we don't get neighbors to call a cop, because the neighbors are gonna notice.
100% they're gonna notice and probably call the cops. Oh, just stopping in to say
Oh, we
hi.
have to talk to
Yeah,
them.
dude,
Let's
yeah.
say though,
We're just enjoying some
yeah,
role play.
keep thinking on this line perhaps. But
Don't know
let's
how
do
much you know about
Yarrow,
Delta Green,
Yeah,
but it's
the
press
Yarrow mission.
interview.
it's
type
very
situation.
it's very spooky.
Been waiting for this.
We got my character Trigger, who's like
Oh,
the hacker
shit.
man.
We'll say it happens
specialist.
at 9. Just
We got
'cause.
Ninja's character, Agent
Um,
Tibbs, who's our investigator,
And
detective.
yeah, so you all,
got
they, where they
Townsend, who's
they
our
meet
occultist
wherever, kind of,
anthropologist.
let me think.
And we got Toph, who is our medic.
Yeah, he goes into their office, and we can imagine it's probably in. They would have an office in Jersey, so whatever. I'm just thinking through this, but I think in the end it's not really going to impact anything. So the setting will be like some sort of office building, kind of like on the network's quote unquote home territory. Yara will get in no problem, under the guise of being an expert in psychology, parapsychology, etc.
Guys, he is.
That's Yarrow, dude.
and y'all are parked outside in the van. The mic is hot. You hear, you get to hear, I guess, the entire conversation,
Awkward
and we can, like,
conversation.
for shits and giggles or whatever, like, say that he's got an earpiece or something, so y'all can give him
Can
instructions as
coach him.
he's
Oh,
yeah.
Tell her she has beautiful eyes.
There is a bit of a yeah, there is a bit of like pre-interview, I guess, with, he meets Diana, and she just asks him a couple of baseline questions, again, like establishing his credibility, which, he
Yeah.
passes with flying colors, yeah. And yeah, so she does like let him know, like, yeah, okay, you've got to sign some non-disclosure agreements. We are going to capture some footage from this, which may or may not be used for the show, blah, 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 blah. And unless you tell him otherwise, he'll agree to sign all that and be filmed for the show potentially.
yeah.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah. Sweet. So she shows him the letter. Oh, what's an interesting question that she asks? Or she does like a bit of a prelude for the camera. She's like, we got this letter from a concerned neighbor. What does she say about it? Whose husband unfortunately passed away in the house. And then yeah, Professor Yarrow, what is your take on it? And when he responds, he's pretty like he's pretty on the point with his analysis. Like when you hear him, he sounds like a professional testifying in front of a jury kind of thing. Like he's got a good rapport, comes off as
Ooh.
credible. Um, and she even kind of like banters a little bit, like, this, um, like, isn't this a bit of a stretch? When it gets to like the spooky bits, and he like does a little bit of self-deprecating humor, and they both chuckle. He gives a very impressive performance, I guess, at the end of the day.
Damn.
He does in his analysis of the letter. Now I gotta kind of pull that up. His analysis of the letter. Whoa, this was Harrison. Let me just look for her in the notes. Oh, sorry, this wasn't from Harrison. This was from somebody else, right?
Yes. This was we gotta look up the.
The paralegal.
Yes.
Starts with a T, T-Y maybe.
Was it Tycroft?
Tycroft.
Yes, thank you. Croft. Search that. Not Louis, although yes, Louis. They would have outlined kind of their research on Mr. Tycroft's death, which I think you all know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this might be interesting. Actually. So they tell you something that you didn't know, I think. Which is that Tycroft shot himself in the chest twice with a handgun. The first wound was definitely fatal.
What?
What the fuck?
All right, and then Emily, the note. It's filled with gibberish, but eventually it talks about a woman in the house. He has notes about like a woman being in the house, but there's not much beyond that. And similar to the what's his face situation, Donnelly situation. He exhibits a progressive kind of
Obsession.
mania that takes
Yeah.
over. Yeah, I think it's also like an obsession with the house. Like it's not another kind of mental disorder or mania. Um,
Hmm.
it does parallel. It's an obsession with the house.
Okay.
Um, yeah. Is there anything else? I will say, like, in terms of how he ultimately speaks of the house when asked to give his opinion, he says something that, like, he plays the edge of, there, in my professional opinion, I think there might be something to this, but, if you're a skeptic, you're entitled to write this off. Like, he doesn't claim with the usual authority that he sometimes shows.
Wow, restraint.
He decides to kind of hedge his bets. Yeah. And does drop like a little bit of a teaser, like, um, but if I was interested in this sort of thing, like, I'd be curious to check it out.
Howdy,
um,
howdy, howdy. Jeez.
As he licks his lips.
but yeah, so they seem satisfied with the footage. If he wants like a copy of it, they don't mind if he takes a picture or something. Well, they probably would, but like it's a pretty short letter. He could probably memorize it. Um, yeah, I think because of the NDA, they wouldn't let him take a photo of it. But yeah, anything else you want to like ask him to maybe look for or say in the interview?
John,
He's be right back.
this is your chance to fucking promote
Okay.
your channel. Your YouTube channel.
Oh,
Ghost Chasers,
true.
dude.
He said be
Go
right
check
back.
out Ghost Chasers.
Hmm.
Gotcha. Well, I guess that's okay. We can come
Oh
back
yeah.
to it. What
Yeah,
was
yeah.
the next up? Oh, is it the Toure
Yeah.
call?
Yep.
Is that what we're hitting next?
Damn, Yarrow hit
So
gold.
before we
Wait.
start, make sure I have my ducks in order.
Duck, duck.
Rebecca's the one in
Sure.
Canada, right?
Um, yeah, Rebecca is in a hospital, a research hospital in Montreal, Quebec. Adam Toure, the husband, also lives in Montreal, Quebec, I believe. Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna look at Townsend, Trigger, of course, and Tibbs, and be like, "Can I use somebody's phone?" Because my plan is to call on my phone, put it on speaker, and record on the other phone.
Oh yeah, Tibbs will offer his phone. His
All right. So
if
I'll
you're gonna
take
but you're gonna record with my phone, kind of thing.
yeah with the
Yeah,
burner.
100%. Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna set that up, and I'm gonna call Adam.
Ooh.
Gotcha. Okay. Um, he doesn't. Well, go ahead and roll me a luck roll.
Ooh.
Good luck, as they say. Oh shit!
Oof. Oof, duh.
My
But he
first
doesn't pick up
failed
on the
rug.
first.
My first failed look.
Doesn't pick up on the first call. Do you leave a message or do you try calling back?
I'm gonna leave a message, and my message is gonna be, Hi, I'm trying to reach the home of Adam Teray. This is Lucille from the Meadowbrook Hospital, and I was needing you to call back on whereabouts of not whereabouts, but on the information for Rebecca Teray, and then I'm gonna leave my burner number.
Okay. So
This
this
is
is
about your
sounding
extended car warranty.
like a medical office,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
making sure something about records. Okay.
Yo,
Nice. I
Nothing weird
like
about
it.
that.
listen, I've been cooking this up. I've been writing this ready for.
Good.
Nice.
Yeah. How good is your persuade?
Some would say too good. What is that? 44.
Some would say too good.
Okay.
Hey, it's better than mine. Mine's 29.
Hey, I crit persuaded the realtor.
It's true.
That's right. Okay,
Jeez.
so I was gonna give you plus 20 to the roll, but I think with 60, that's enough to get him to call you back. So sure enough, maybe like 5-10 minutes later or whatever, you get a call back from this man. Speaks with a French
stick.
accent, which Drew may or may not attempt to do.
Oh,
And,
please attempt.
Hello?
Definitely seems like an older gentleman.
Hello?
Hi, this is Lucille
Oui,
with
oui.
the Meadowbrook Hospital.
Someone had to do it, all right? Now, there, it's out of the way.
Yeah. Yes, madam, this is Adam. This is Adam speaking.
Hi, Adam. I was wondering if you are the current guardian or caretaker of Rebecca Teray?
Yes, what is this about again?
Uh, I need to have your access or your permission to access Rebecca's files to check in with the Canadian Montreal branch to make sure that we have all our records straight and that we have the same information, so nothing gets lost. You know, we don't have some kind of sickness or something undocumented. We want to make sure that we're both on the same page.
But we haven't been in Meadowbrook for 40 years. Is this really a problem now?
You never can be too sure because if they're missing info or we're missing info and something happens, like say she gets sick or she's allergic to something, you never. It could
You
be
just
ill if
never
we don't
know.
have it marked down. You just never know.
You hit you with new TikTok.
All right, so for this, it will be a persuade check.
Persuade.
Will it give you percent on this? I think it's still a reasonable avenue. So yeah, I'll give you the plus 20 bonus. Yeah,
Oh!
he's not happy.
Oh,
Oh no!
Hey, that big persuade's gonna go even higher now. Check that shit.
I did.
Yeah, so he says,
I spit on your American hospital.
this must be some sort of scam. Yeah. And he just hangs up.
He just hangs up.
Deo.
Wait, can I?
Honestly, good for him. It was a scam, and he called it.
Can we all roll human to see if we notice?
See how disappointed
Yeah.
Toph is.
Roll it.
I need to know. How visible is it? How visible?
Oh,
It's
it's very visible. She cannot talk to people at all. She's
I'll give you tips. Something from your human. I'll infer that you were maybe trying to human on Mr. Toure. He seemed agitated. but like part of it is definitely kind of crotchety old man. Another part of it, like it definitely seems like probably something in recent history has aggravated him. Um, and
Huh.
Ooh, that
there
must have been.
was genuine concern for his wife that like um, is the reason why Toph even got that far.
And Donnelly must have done the same stunt to.
You know it.
That only would have been several weeks ago. You feel like
Also,
it's a bit more acute than that.
you think the you think the goddamn news? We're
Had to have been.
fucking Diana.
What if the news is in on it? Because the van's been fucking everywhere we've been.
No, she. Cause this is like, from what Trigger learned, it's something she just does, right? She picks a target and just investigates the hell out of it.
Mm-hmm. That's her MO for sure.
So we're just doing the same thing. She's doing what we're doing. She's going down the list. She's probably calling up every survivor.
God, she'd be such a great resource if we didn't have to worry about her spreading the news.
Yes, but now. Maybe. Oh. But did she get farther than we did with this?
That's the question that we don't know.
I guess we'll learn at 8 a.m., huh? I mean, 8 p.m. We'll learn if it comes up on our news segment.
There's the old scratch pad thing I needed. There we go.
Damn it. Damn it. Another door closes on us.
All right. Let me pause for a second because we're at our 3-hour mark.
Mhm.
Ty, did you need to go somewhere?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I should. I mean, I should be back in like 30 to 40 minutes, probably. But if
Let me, I
like,
guess.
I mean, it's
Yeah,
not
I guess
exactly
let
a
me
bad.
just ask her. Maybe we can decide.
I would say
Yeah, is this a
finish.
stopping point?
I would say finish the interview part since John was away, and then that would be a good stopping point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, cool. And then Sunday, are we good to go Sunday
Yeah, there's no problem
Ah,
for me.
I'm
at the
good.
usual
Yeah,
time?
yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Sweet.
Alrighty, I have to
Perfect.
head out.
Good
Out.
luck.
Thanks for the game. See you Sunday. Bye
Yeah.
Bye, Ty.
Thank you, Ty.
Yeah, thanks.
bye. No, thank you.
Bye,
No,
Townsend.
no. Thank you.
No.
Okay. I don't play that game.
Get out of here.
Bye.
So
Yeah.
Damn.
All right. So yeah, what did you miss or need from the interview?
From the Yarrow interview, I
Yeah.
heard a good chunk of it. The problem is I don't know what I don't know what I missed.
But you heard that.
Let me tell you a little
Um,
secret. I could listen it back to the VOD and I'll figure it right on out.
That's true.
Basically, if you wanted to ask anything for him to like specifically try to pick up or look for,
Oh, I wasn't here for that. Yeah.
with the message. Yep. Or yeah, anything you wanted him to spin on the message. Oh, did you want him to promote your
Oh yeah,
your
channel?
Ghost
YouTube
Chasers.
No, not yet.
I mean, he can try, and they may or may not. They might cut that part.
I would rather he didn't because I don't want to deal with the news right now.
You don't want them calling you up, hey, Ghost
Right.
Chasers.
Hey, Ghost Chasers, what's up? I don't want to put my face out there.
You don't want that collaboration?
No. The Yarrow
Maybe they're
Ghost
like-
Chasers collab?
No, like the Ghost Chaser Media collab, and that's how we get them on our side. Through
I
Ghost
mean,
Chaser.
we could be like, hey, we heard there's a ritual every new moon, and maybe if you hang out at the building, something will happen. You don't know.
Nice.
I don't think we have to say ritual. Like, hey, we heard people are showing up that day.
Or yeah, we've noticed a pattern. Every new moon, someone dies at that house. It's weird.
I'm gonna say
I don't think we should do
Tibbs.
that though. I don't think we
No,
should
but
do that.
Tibbs doesn't have a bad feeling that they've probably seen that pattern too.
They probably already know.
Mm-hmm.
It's possible.
Mhm.
If not,
If-
she'll know it before.
Let
I think
me. Oh,
that's all I was gonna say.
yeah, I think I have one other just kind of big question for you all. Were you going to dedicate somebody to try studying the ritual, the long form ritual?
I think no.
No, yeah.
I'm not gonna do it.
We can't get
Okay.
Townsend
We can't
to do
lose.
it, and we
Yep.
literally can't afford to be a man down. I don't feel like.
I would
No.
I would figure that you two are picking up on the fact that I won't let Townsend do certain things.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Especially with the crazy
You
shit
could even
she
have a
has said.
conversation about Townsend now, now that she's gone.
Now that she's taking a
gone
nap,
for the really good smoke. She's gone to her room. She's gone to bed for the night. You know,
calm her nerves.
yeah.
So, Toph, will you be straight with us and tell us? Or are you going to be like, keeping that?
I
She's
guess at
saying
this
it.
point,
She's just not saying it directly right now. Essentially, is
Yeah.
how Trigger's looking at it. He's like,
yeah. But are you asking in character? Let's say it that way.
Tibbs, if Tibbs has noticed, which he noticed that, like, Tibbs will just say, I know Townsend has been acting odd.
Yeah,
More odd when she left the house the last time.
yeah. If Trigger caught you up on anything, she kind of ran off in a mad panic last mission, and she's not looking too good mentally.
I would have told him about the septic hag, so that's true.
Yeah. How dangerous is she to
The
us?
septic hag, very.
No, Townsend.
She's close.
I was gonna say, if you want to like have spent some time assessing Townsend's current mental state, you can do that.
I'll take it.
Oh! Oh my god! Oh my! That is the closest to 100 I've seen.
No, but as far as I know, she's not in good. So I worry that something might step over.
Will she be a liability
Yes,
we return her to the house?
I think so. If she takes any more,
And can we do this without Townsend? 'Cause I don't think we can find what she knows without her.
Do you think Donnelly talked to the Dark Man?
In the notes? Think that's the it?
Talked to it tonight, yeah. Knew my name. Knows I'm watching it.
could be.
If that's the case, wouldn't the Dark Man know what we're doing? Because if we're following in his footsteps in a lot of ways.
Well, we haven't
It-
seen a dark man.
Not yet.
We haven't been there at night.
Not yet.
But I will say, I don't know exactly how close, but if enough or if something happens or enough happens, he will be a liability. So it's a risk that you both know now.
And we have to take that risk. Townsend knows what we're looking for. She's seen it in the house.
But I think Trigger's onto something though. Maybe Donnelly was talking, and if that's true, maybe the journal is a way to talk to him.
Did Townsend tell us about her experience in the house?
No, she hasn't
Okay.
told us anything besides that she found the bowl.
Then nothing.
Mhm.
Never mind.
Yeah, yeah.
We don't know about no bites. We don't know about nothings. Nothing about nothings.
Nope, we don't even know that she tried to use the book to, or if I don't remember the journal or a different notebook.
It was a notebook she had.
It was
She was
a
trying to
notebook, yeah.
communicate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And by the time Tib showed up, she already put it away.
She
Oh.
lucked out.
Whenever you get a chance, for a full night's sleep, you recover 1d6 willpower.
Ooh, baby.
Oh, then I should have did it.
If you
from the
play
last
up one
one.
of your agent's personal motivations in a way that the handler finds compelling, your agent gains a willpower.
Oh, I heard that in one of the episodes. It was
I guess.
like so promising. It was so promising.
So that's me gonna be like, so do I gain one for playing on my medical expertise?
You did play on your medical edge.
Is that a motivation for you?
I actually don't know if I have any motivations written down. No, I
Yeah,
don't.
we never did that. So
Yeah, we
I don't
never
maybe
think
a
we
did.
good
did,
idea
probably. We skipped that
to put a few down.
The only motivation I have is the challenge of a mystery, but I'm not sure this. Like it's all a mystery. I'm not sure when that gets fulfilled though.
Yeah. I would maybe like you can draw on it once per day or something. And I think you get 5 motivations.
New motivation.
maybe
Start
to
a
start with.
ghostly
I'd
YouTube
have to-
channel.
And I know
Yeah, if you
Four-
want to
4 of
come
them
up
have
with
not been
those
fulfilled.
and start using them. I mean, I would accept it if that's what you're going with.
I'm going with the challenge of a mystery. This has been challenging for him.
2, 3,
I think it-
4,
yeah,
5.
I think
So
it's
it needs to
definitely
be
challenging
5
for 'em
motivations.
and
You said.
mysterious. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm not gonna put them in yet until I think about them and put them down. I just
Mhm.
reserve slots for it because there's under
Mhm.
psychological. I didn't know if you guys noticed. There's a slot for each motivation.
Oh, that reminds her. Thanks to Drew.
Yep. And then I think when you suffer a sanity break, you lose a motivation or something.
Yeah, because you gain a disorder which takes the place of the motivation, from what I understand.
Jeez.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So what do
At
I
least
roll
that's what
for
it is.
fulfilling
Yeah.
this motivation?
Just get one, right?
You just get 1 willpower back, yeah.
Nice. Thank goodness. That feels good. That feels good.
Whew.
Nice. So how did we do this session? Lots of conspiracy theorizing.
Oh, that was
Lots
fun.
of stuff learned.
Yeah, I like
A lot
putting
more role
stuff
playing
together.
too.
Yeah.
Well, we had to
Mhm.
for some
Yep.
of it.
I just can't wait till Ghost
Yeah, this
Chaser
was a great.
gets involved.
And Rem, welcome to being a face and having to actually come up with stuff and talk about it and fail like an idiot, and it feels great.
Yeah.
Yeah, well done.
Especially after you
Well done.
Especially if you had it all typed out and you're like, okay, I got this. I'm finally ready.
And no, all that work came down to a roll that didn't work out for you. But hey, it was a good angle. It was a good angle.
Very sad. Very sad about that. Yeah. It was really good. What hit me up with the hypotheticals. What would have happened if he agreed to
Ooh.
To send the
whatever
papers.
you were asking?
If he agreed to give me permission, I had it recorded.
Mhm.
So that way, I would call the Canadian hospital to try to talk to Rebecca, and if they wanted proof, I was
Mhm.
thinking that's my backup. I have him recorded, so
Mm.
him saying yes, they should know his voice since he lives there and all that. That should be sufficient enough. And then I was just
Mhm.
gonna try to ask her just anything to try to pick her brain a little bit, because I don't know
Mhm.
if she's mentally able to like be coherent, or if it would be something
Mhm.
like how
Mhm.
Donnelly was fire, 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 fire.
Mm.
So I had a
Right.
lot of things ready for if A go this route.
You had your flow chart
Mhm.
out. Yeah, I
Mhm.
feel you. I feel you.
Oh yeah, I was excited.
So hearing that, Yeah, hearing that, I think like you have this guy's like a conversation with this guy recorded. Maybe maybe Trigger could fudge like with some voice auto tune type shit.
I didn't think it,
Oh,
100%.
since I
Well,
didn't
And
use
maybe you could
triggers.
call the hospital and they'll try this plan.
Oh, that's true.
hell yeah.
I
Trigger's
am
gonna come
Adam.
up.
Yes. Medical history. Okay.
So yeah, that's something we might try.
And then we got to
try
throw in
navigating
the
next
French laugh.
session.
Oh, to catch you up, John, I did borrow Tibbs's phone to record it. So
Yeah.
I was having it on speaker.
No, I was
so
here for that. I was here for that. I heard that.
Oh, I didn't know if you were back by then.
I was.
Oh shit.
I told you, I actually had it planned out. I was excited.
Oh yeah, I'm impressed. I was like sad that it got like
You got
brought down
dejected
so fast from
immediately.
the
yeah.
dice roll.
It happened.
Steamrolled.
Yeah.
It is fun to do. Just just be prepared for the failures. And roll with it. The failures are
I was
actually
ju-
part of the fun for me.
I was just sitting here like, finally, I get to use my angle, something I know.
You feel like you feel like Trigger now.
Yeah.
It's my turn to shine. Oh, never mind. It's too dark. Can't use the drone. Can't use the
Can't use the drone. Can't hack anything. All right. Well, here we go.
The ups and downs of the investigation, you gotta like steel yourself against them.
No, there's two things that Trigger still has to do
What's that?
besides the audio. That's one. Hack the media.
Yeah, we gotta scrub the media now too.
Well, not even just scrub. We gotta find out what they know, like what they're holding back from the public. If they're talking to people, maybe they got more answers than we did.
I have to
That's
figure out how.
spicy.
I'd have to figure out how I get
Your
a
sunglasses
hold
on.
of that. No, no, because I don't think you can just
Hacker man it.
hacker man it from the
The
van.
van.
From my understanding of how hacking works.
Oh, you have to go inside
Yeah,
the building.
yeah, I would have to get access to a computer, and I would have like a dongle or like some kind of USB that I would put in, and I would like
Mhm.
inject the program that would allow me to control it remotely from there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But you're saying it's
yep.
possible.
It is possible, yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely possible. It's what I wish I'd known about when we were doing the
first
store it
mission?
part. Yeah.
Oh, to store it. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
because when we got to the store it guy, I could have just like had someone act up outside, like you were outside waiting, to see if we
Or
could
have
get him
him-
out of the get him out of the office.
Have
Give
him
me like a
hack-
minute behind there to inject the code, and then just take the USB
So-
with me and walk out of there.
Mhm.
And then all this shit about us
shit.
breaking in and all that, him doing that, I would have ruined him financially.
Hindsight's 2020.
Yep.
But now Trigger knows he's getting better.
I am
Alright,
out of
Yeah.
necessity. I had to actually learn how it works in real life. It's just
I'm
something-
gonna tell you right now, my persuasion will go up 1%.
You can do
Oh, do you
stuff
want to roll
remotely.
those right now?
You can do stuff remotely, but it has to work like an MC catcher. Like you have to you have to set up like a fake router for them. So you'd have to like broadcast from something. They have
So
to think
mad
it's
at
their router. I don't know. I'd have to look more into that, but
Called it. 1%. And the worst part is,
Dang.
no human.
No, I didn't get human, but my psychotherapy went up greatly.
I didn't do
I think you're-
anything either.
I think you're the one that rolls too.
Wait, yeah, you
No, no, I
passed
got-
yours.
Oh, everybody else succeeded?
No.
No,
I got
trigger-
I
no,
got to
but-
roll.
You lost the luck. What else?
I lost to persuade when I had
Yeah,
to
yeah,
persuade
okay.
the guy.
Persuade. You and
Let's
Tough.
see what's up.
Both lost persuade.
Ooh,
and
I got
psychotherapy.
3 points. Ooh, we're almost at 1/3. I'm at 32% persuade.
I actually do think it was just me and Trigger this time.
Yep.
Yep. We both lost our persuade rolls. And yours is way better than mine. Yours had a much better chance.
How Oh, sorry. I'm trying to put together your wish list for things you want to do next session. Toph retrying the hospital might be a thing. Hacking the media might be a thing. Are you wanting to interview or do something with Emily Harrison?
I want an investigator.
Wait a minute.
Tell me more about that.
I'll
What are
look
you
up it.
looking for, or
Like criminal records and stuff.
Criminal records, her presence in a community, anything like I can find.
He might be microfiching again. Yeah.
Yep, through microfiche, through newspaper, through Buffington.
okay,
There is a potential to press her
that I can.
for info,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't.
I should be able to get you that before session.
But I don't know
Ooh.
if we're gonna do that for this session or not.
Are we gonna commit to breaking into the house?
Oh, for certain. We can't do a
So-
legal, well, a semi-legal means.
Yeah.
We
So-
can't pay for it, so we're gonna break in.
I'm gonna throw this out there.
Yeah.
My pharmacy is 60.
Oh, you want to get her fucked up?
You wanna drug Harrison?
I am true serum. You know, I
Go to Walmart,
'Cause
get all the ingredients, mix it together, get that truth serum going.
A ghost chaser interview with True Serum? It's your segment, Emily. It's your-
Oh.
I'm actually over what I need to do stuff safely. Because I was reading it
Nice.
20% to identify, 40% to make it safely. But misusing pharmacy is a quick way to kill a patient.
Oh yeah, so you have to be careful.
Is that something we're gonna do where we're gonna Ghost Chaser gets involved again? Ghost Chaser is a True Serum.
I'm just saying, I have ways.
If you
We
put it
could
on
go
the
one
table,
of two ways about that.
yeah,
we can
but if
truth
you put it on the
serum her?
table. Yes,
Or we can knock her ass out and search her place.
the knocking out might be.
If we knock her out, I
The
feel
True
like
Serum seems to be easier.
I feel like if we knock her out, we need to be there when she wakes up, or try to like look like we were trying to help her in some way because she passed out. And then if we go that route, that's a problem because we'd probably have to call an ambulance or something like that, and they're gonna find
Mhm.
out there's something in her blood that was like a
Well, the
sedative.
truth serum is how do we get her to take it unless we like meet her at a coffee shop and switch during and
Nah,
pull
we-
the old Princess Bride on her.
Now we gotta do it in her house,
Inconceivable.
right?
Yeah.
In her house, distract her. Go full Dexter Morgan on her.
There's your human sacrifice.
I hadn't considered that, but we may have a human sacrifice if we ever find out who's the one who's doing these killings.
True.
Oh no.
You have to get rid of the problem.
I don't know that she's the one yet, so she's I got my eye on her. Friend Computer has given her a few treason stars. Friend Computer has given her some treason stars, and we don't like her so much.
That's funny. Nice pull. Nice pull.
I'm gonna write down our options with Emily. Ghost Chasers, Truth Serum. Investigate.
Boy,
I will try the legal routes, but I leave the Truth Serum open.
that's what I'm saying. I was just saying it's an option, and I'm kind of sitting there like Trigger, like I took this. This
No,
could come in handy.
I think it should happen so we could search the house. Her house.
I like the way you're thinking because I don't think about that. You got to think about your angles your characters are good at.
Mm-hmm. And Tibbs is all about searching her house.
Listen,
And
the,
Toph has the
wor-
means.
The world's weakest Delta team slowly learning that they're not as weak as they think they are.
We just gotta get scummy. We gotta
Had
get
the
greasy.
power all along.
Yeah.
World's most ignorant Delta team becomes less bad via Scum Lord.
Become scum lords.
Just Had to break a few laws, kill a few people.
Situation green. Scumlord rising.
And we're gonna break into. We're gonna be breaking a lot of laws. Truth
Oh,
serum, breaking into the house.
I mean,
All the.
Yeah.
that's nothing to do to
On the matter
trigger.
of breaking into the house, what are y'all wanting to do once you're in the house?
Oh, the Spooner house?
Mm-hmm.
Search for a bowl. Search for ritual. With it,
The
ritual
knife, a
dagger.
bowl.
Any signs of what Townsend mentioned, like a hidden room.
Okay. So the ritual stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to find that in the house.
I'm so mad because I didn't know this and now I do.
What?
I have
What's that?
medicine. My medicine's also 6.
Yeah, medicine
Medicine,
is separate from pharmacy. Yeah.
the study and treatment of injury and illness. Use it to diagnose an injury, disease, or poisoning. Identify abnormalities such as toxin or diseases. Identify the cause and approximate time of death. Identify the type of weapon used to kill the victim. Identify a dead person's last meal or prescribe long-term care, or keep a person alive until they can get surgery.
So you've got basically the skills to be a coroner as
I
well.
that damn kid's body, I could have searched it.
Oh, yeah. You still can. It's just gonna be rotting in there.
Yeah, but
Oh
that's,
God, it's just stinking up the.
that's also. I mean, we have to A, get back there, and B, that's also time. We're on it. We're on a time crunch now.
No, we can.
Do we think
can do
the
it.
body would have anything though of interest?
Yes,
We know the body
mean,
was
I would.
drowned.
Mm-hmm.
that's it.
That's really all
But-
we know.
Type of weapon that used to kill. So I mean, we would know if it was drowned,
I
basically.
would, because Tibbs was looking at it
Hmm.
forensically, like as. But Toph could probably look for what doesn't make sense.
I think tomorrow I'm gonna go through the
Mhm.
handbook of my skills and be like, all right, I'm gonna start picking this apart.
Because
That's a good
as-
call.
and they're both going. Toph will be going in there already expecting the unnatural. Tibbs never expected the unnatural looking at the body.
True.
That's true. Because Tibbs, nobody knows that what I saw on the first mission.
Well, Tibbs now knows. But no, nobody knows. No, yeah,
nobody
I know.
knows.
Yeah, I know what
I
you're talking
never-
about. Yeah, no.
I
No,
never
but-
told anybody what I saw on the kid.
But we know you saw the creatures at the end. The creature.
Yeah, I was possessed, but nobody knows what I saw when I first looked at the kid, if you remember.
And we know you saw a pimp stab a septic hag.
And a Walmart knife breaking my hand.
Good times.
I also tackled the national park ranger.
And pulled a gun.
Yeah.
Good times.
The whole time you could have just been. Truth serum.
That's what I honestly love about this, though, is the angles. There's so many angles you can play. And this mission alone has shown that we've failed and we still found other leads.
Yeah.
I don't know. I love that. I love open-ended stuff like that.
Yeah, I think it's great to see how you all approach this. Like, yeah, like I have no idea what you're gonna come at me with.
Well,
Just
it is
wait till
quite fun.
Agent Bayou shows up. I'm gonna fuck you up all kinds of ways.
The
dude.
question is, the question is, if you knock her out, who has the best unarmed combat?
Oh, is it Tibbs?
My unarmed is 40, so I'm not particularly.
It might be
good.
Tibbs.
I'm
Matt,
45.
Toph.
Why you gonna slap her around?
I'm at
Isn't it-
40.
He's gonna have to go full taboo on her.
What's Tibbs's?
60.
What's your strength?
Not that high.
Mine is 9, so I'm not a strong.
I lied. It's 10.
Okay, so you're the same strength as me, because that gives us the +0, -0 modifier.
Maybe you
the
do
whole-
want me to hit her, so I don't do as much damage.
Well, Tibbs knows how to hit people with phone books.
That's fair.
And she, as an older lady, she probably does have a yellow page phone book in there.
Dude, she's gonna break a hip so easily. You gotta be careful.
I learned this as a rookie.
Yep.
I don't. Do we need to?
No, but
This
All I
is
know is-
this is if we need to, right?
we're not we're not torturing her because we're gonna get the truth serum.
True serum first. If true serum doesn't work, we're gonna torture it out, or is that what you're saying?
No, that's what Toph is.
No, you guys said knock her out, so I was looking at who had the better unarmed combat.
Oh, I meant
No,
knock
but-
him out with a sedative. I don't mean like physically. No.
I
Oh,
mean,
I thought
I could I could try that too.
Like,
No,
Well,
you could
what
you
about-
could do that. We would just have to find a way to administer the drug to her, either like
Uh,
as a dart, like a tranquilizer dart, syringe.
I
No,
can't look at darts the same anymore.
she's just gonna jab her right in the throat while she's talking to Trigger. Like, oh look, are those your cats? Bam! But
I'm
then she's
scared
like,
if we try something.
And then when she
she's
wakes
like
up,
something
Trigger's gonna be in like
supernatural.
a Poughkeepsie tapes like outfit, crawling on the floor in his gimp suit.
Oh my gosh.
maybe she wants to play race car.
That's wild.
She'll have an adverse reaction to the meds and start scooting around on the floor like she's on a race car.
I don't know if it's the meds. I think she's gonna have a heart attack and die from being taped down in a chair with a freak like crawling on the floor.
It's the risk we have to take. And if she's innocent,
She won't die. It's true. It's like the old school way.
it's like the old school. Does she
Yeah, it's
drown?
like
when
the
she
Inquisition.
drunk her in the
She
water?
drowns. She's not a witch.
I don't have that agent in there yet. I don't have Agent Trinity in there yet.
That's true.
With this. Oh, his partner in crime.
Gotta
the
give him the
goddamn-
Salt Spire voice from like Vermintide. You will tell us
Yes.
the truth.
Oh shit! Oh shit! That's me crazy. Do we have anything else we want to do?
Nah, we've just been brainstorming really.
No, I was saying like for the next one because we got the Toph, Curie, the Trigger, audio, the
The
hacking,
The
Oh
truth
yeah,
serum.
true.
the truth serum, the house
the-
search, breaking into the
bingo.
main house, the
Bingo,
bingo
I
night. You're
forgot
right,
about bingo.
bingo night.
Shit.
Trigger meeting up with
Lucas.
Larry. Oh, Lucas, Trigger and Lucas reunion.
Trigger and Lucas big day out.
Do we need?
You act
Hell
like that's
yeah.
gonna be anything serious. I'm just gonna have fun playing bingo with my man, dude.
No, but maybe that's the key. Having fun playing bingo, and maybe he'll talk.
Maybe I'll open him up.
It'll loosen him up, you know.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
That's the end of the stream. I'll see you later, guys.
Do we need Yarrow's assistance for anything else at the moment?